Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Memorial Day, and welcome to the first round of 14 races for the Victory Fuel Cup Series here on Full Throttle Television. B season's underway here for these guys, and we are looking forward to getting down to it here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the Charlotte 200, longest race on the calendar. And Tony, this track provides a lot of challenge for the drivers. The day to night transition is going to be something for them to watch for. The track itself can eat you up in a heartbeat, and these guys are going to be putting in a lot of work tonight.
Well, this is the marathon of marathons as far as what we come to every week, so these guys are going to have to tamp down their aggressions, get through 200 grueling laps at Charlotte. I know a lot of guys like this track. Let's just see how many people are actually going to be around at the end of this, because it's going to be long and grueling for a lot of these guys.
It is kind of an endurance race, 200 laps, 300 miles here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And the stage break being 100 laps, we're cutting it straight down the middle, right in half. And those guys are going to have to make it to there to get their stage points as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of pit strategy to be played out here tonight, both before and after the stage break. Well, I would be remiss to not mention today being Memorial Day, and we want to also send our thoughts and prayers to the family members of those who gave all in the military today and every day, honestly, for those guys that sacrificed everything for us to be able to do what we do here in America. So I do want to mention that and always honor and remember those who gave all and allow us to do what we love to do here in America.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got to thank, all the current active members, first responders, even postmen. Just everybody, this is one of those days comes every year, and respect to everybody that has ever worn a uniform and protected our land. So, they like you said, they allow us to do what we're doing now.
We got quite a few in the field who have family members who served, and some that unfortunately lost their lives as well. So we'll see some special paint schemes tonight. Looking forward to seeing what those guys can put out there in remembrance of those military members for sure. So it's been a great weekend of racing though, and these guys are going to continue it tonight. We saw some great racing last night and yesterday in general across the world, and these guys tonight trying to put their name on the top of the pylon and get it done here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Again, 200 laps, 300 miles, stage at 100. Qualifying is now underway. We'll see who starts up front. But, Tony, starting up front is not a guarantee here, especially with 200 laps ahead of you.
No, for sure. And like what we said, too, it's going to be a night of strategy. It's going to be a night of an endurance. You're going to have to, manage. You got 5 sets of tires in the pits. We're going to have our stage at 100. They're going to need to be taking fuel before and after the stage. Presuming if we stay green, we're going to see a lot of different strategies play out. And, that's going to make the race pretty interesting, kind of like what we saw yesterday. We had a lot of, all across all F1 and IndyCar and even Cup towards the end of the evening. We saw some great racing yesterday, and I have a feeling we're going to see another great race tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, they're qualifying right now. And just because this is the first race of 14 for the B season, but the playoffs continue on. Everything carries over from A to B, and then C season is going to be our playoffs right there. There's our playoff standings. Nick Alford, Brendan Fetter plays, Richie Coy, Kevin Ruff, Robert Fitzpatrick, TJ Bartell, and Jacob Quill right now are locked in with points. Jamie Knopf knocking on the door with Daniel Simmons and Jeff Chandler right behind. And those are a couple or 3 names that I expect, honestly, to have a win before this B season is over with.
Well, we've had such a mix-up of winners in Season A. I can only imagine what Season B is going to bring. And, yeah, with 14 drivers, I don't know if we're going to see 14 unique winners. We're probably going to definitely have some of the Season A winners kind of splash into Season B. But I'm hoping we're going to see a little bit of variety. I know we've been talking about it all last season. A lot of different drivers, getting close, knocking on the door, having really good runs. We got a stacked field and a lot of great drivers out there. We got a lot of new names out there for Season B as well. So we're going to see who's going to be able to, have the rubber hit the road, so to speak, and we'll see who can get it done. Again, tonight's going to be the marathon, so this is going to set the season for some of these guys.
Even below the points, Corey Atkins, Cameron King, Robert Maliki, and all those guys could take home wins. So it could really shake up, and those guys below that that could surprise us and take a win. So playoffs are going to be interesting going forward. And towards the end of B season, we're gonna set this playoff field and see who gets it done. But you're right, tonight is one of those races where anybody could really show up and take the crown here tonight. Being it's such a long race, strategy could be involved, a lot of things like that. It could be very interesting to see who actually has the mental focus and also the car that goes from day to night, that handles the transition, that handles when it needs to, and survives to the end to make that final push for the win.
I'm going to say one word: patience. And that's what every driver's got to have tonight. They got to have the patience, especially too with the stage being at midway. There's really no reason to be pushing too early on, unless you're in that stage territory for some stage points. But that's again towards the middle end of this race. So be patient, be calm, be easy with your competitors. Get to that stage, make your pit stops, hit your marks, and you might have a chance at this at the end of the night.
All right, we're going to have to reload our thing here, I believe, because it keeps going to replay for some.
Yeah, we've got 35 drivers tonight too, and I'm showing right now James Torrey on the pole tonight for our opener in Season B in the number 6 car. On his outside, we've got Jacob Quill in the 18. Starting third, we've got Jeff Chandler in the 31. Starting fourth, we got Michael Call in the 89. Starting fifth, we got E.J. Luna, a new name, in the 81. Starting sixth, we got Jamie Knopp in the 48. Then starting seventh, we have Kevin Ruff in the 99. Then starting eighth, we have Robert Malikian in the 16. Starting ninth, we have Brandon Fireplace in the 34. Starting 10th, we have Cameron Albertson in the 52.
Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, you're still getting it going. Let me keep going then. So we got in 11th, we have Brian Dixon in the 03. Starting 12th, we have William Lark in the 24. Starting 13th, we have Cameron King in the 92. Starting 14th, we have Richie Coy in the number 19. Starting 15th, we have Lane Allen in the number 14. J.C. Evans is 16th in the number 09. William Owens starting 17th in the 71. Nick Elford started 18th in the 98. Kermit Henney, Hen maybe, or Henne, or
I'm going to go with Hen on that one.
Hen, okay. Yeah, he's 19th in the 91. Colton Gum starting 20th in the 10 car.
All right.
Martin Garreau, are you ready?
I think we got it set now. I think we're good to go. Martin Garreau is going to start 21st. 22nd is going to be Kyle Milliken. 23rd is going to be the 28 of TJ Bartell. 24th is going to be the 53. That is Alexander Hodge. 25th is Mason Hoffner in the 30. 26th is going to be the 35. That's Alex Murphy. 27th, Simon Magden. 28th is Martin Pinnell. 29th is going to be Jonathan Varanauskas. 30th is going to be Alan Duranco. 31st, Wayne Grassi. 32nd, Brandon Elder. And coming from the rear is going to be the 3, Bob Fitzpatrick Jr.
Pretty good stacked field tonight. Again, patience.
We've got some strong guys out there for sure. And we've got some cool new camera angles we're going to kind of get to here tonight too, that hopefully will provide a little bit better view of the broadcast, some different angles coming off the corners, through the corners and stuff. Looking forward to that. I was kind of working on that earlier. I want to kind of give you guys something to look at over the next 2 hours that we are projected to be on air here for this 200 lap event here at Charlotte.
Yeah, the new NASCAR broadcaster Prime did a really good job, and I know kind of sparked a little bit of upgrade on your end. So I'm actually looking forward to kind of seeing in the replay as well. So yeah, it should be you'll be bringing us the action. So I'm looking forward to it as well.
Sparked some creativity. It for sure did.
That's right.
These guys tonight are putting on a show. What about the lap by James Torrey to take the pole tonight? On top, Jacob Quill to the outside. Pace car is going to pull off. We're going to come to the restart zone here for the first time. 200 laps tonight at Charlotte. Into the restart zone they come. Green flag is out, and we are underway here at Charlotte.
And Jacob Quill really got a good jump. It looked like James kind of was sleeping a little bit there, but again, we got a long way to go. So it's probably not a bad thing. Just get your mojo, and let's have a really good race, guys.
Coming off the back stretch, it was like, oh, did somebody get the wall there?
I've already had it. we may have already had a wall tapper or two. I mean, I'm not in there, but other guys can do that as well.
As the sun sets, these guys racing into the sunset here. The battle for second, Jacob Quill all by himself, and here comes Jeff Chandler to take on second place.
Yeah, Jeff was able to kind of get down there, and he kind of got on the inside of James Story, and he set sail himself. And then, this transition too. I mean, I don't know what the exact track temperature is at the moment, but I'm looking at it right now. But track temperature right now is at 79 degrees. I'm assuming that's going to drop a little bit, so they should pick up a little bit of grip too towards the end of this race. I know the sun's going to be a factor early on here.
Jamie Knopf trying to make that move for third. He falls in line. The battle for fifth behind him. E.J. Luna, Michael Call, side by side as they come out of turn two.
Yeah, EJ looked like he got a little close to the wall there, but I don't think I saw any sparks or any damage coming out of there. Just moving along. They're kind of stacked too wide, though, behind them.
Right behind him, Kevin Ruff, the last winner of the series 2 weeks ago at Kansas, looking for a place to go. He'd like to get him 2 in a row if he could.
Yeah, he played great strategy and fuel mileage last time around. So, this is one of those tracks where, fuel mileage and that pit strategy is definitely a game changer. I mean, we saw it yesterday, too, with Ross Chastain kind of taking it away from William Byron at the end. So I would be surprised if we have somewhat of a similar issue here tonight.
As they come down the front stretch, completing lap 4, starting lap 5. Early on here in the race, and again, like we said, they're gonna require a pit stop if it stays green anyway in this first stage and in the second stage. So I'm sure that's in their mind as well. Somebody's scrubbing the wall there in mid-pack as they come off the corner.
Yeah, well, I'm looking. It's so dark there on the front stretch too, and then you kind of get in the back straight, and it starts to lighten up a little bit. So I'm assuming these track lights are going to be coming on any minute now.
Yeah, it's pretty dark for sure. I know iRacing's been working on their lighting, and the sunset period seems very dark here at these tracks. These lights are late to come on always, and you got Bob Fitzpatrick Jr. in the pits here.
Huh? Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Oh, we got an almost strike back here. Looks like Wayne Grossi on the apron coming off turn 2. He hangs on to it though, and we stay green.
Wow. Yeah, I got to go back and kind of see what happened to him there. It almost looked like he was behind cars, but yeah, maybe just got a little loose. Or no, there was Kyle Milliken looked like he had a little bit of spin, so he kind of loaded up for it. I got to go back to see even more what happened there.
So if we go back and look and see what happened, Wayne Grossi and Kyle Milliken running together there.
Yeah, I don't know if Kyle got a little bit of help there from the 45.
Okay, no, that wasn't. Let's see.
The 46 maybe. That was the 46.
Kyle Milliken here. Into the corner, you're right. A little bit of contact off the corner there sideways. And he actually keeps it off the wall. Does a really good job of hanging on to it. And he's not going to have any damage from that.
No, and it kind of looked like that infamous air contact we saw. There wasn't actually any physical contact, but definitely a little bit of net code going there to kind of turn Kyle.
Boy, look at this gaggle from 6th on back here. Actually, it's all the way up to 2nd. It's just everybody piled on top. This is a pack race for sure early on here at Charlotte. And these guys are trying to fight for every position they can get early on.
Yeah, they kind of ran down Jacob Quill right now, and it wasn't one car that ran him down. It was the whole top 10, it looks like. They are all over him. They did kind of single out, though, a little bit.
They are packed tight on the bottom there. Jamie Knopf and the car in front of him and the 2 behind him, they were all right there in a line right on top of each other through 3 and 4. Doing a good job of keeping off of each other.
Yeah, well, like I say, they single filed. It looks like the top 5 was kind of single filed there, but even behind them, there is a gaggle of cars. Just everybody's too wide, just kind of hanging in there. Again, this isn't the time and place to be overly aggressive. Just kind of get through this. I mean, you're going to have to come in for gas at some point. I think you and I were doing a little practice last night, and I think, what do we say, about 60 laps they could go on a tank?
We got a lead change. Jeff Chandler going around the top of Jacob Quill to take over the lead. Michael Call trying to follow him there on the outside. And looks like Jeff will complete that pass, and then Quill will quickly slide in line there.
Yeah, it looks like Jeff was able to get past him pretty good there. So kind of stuffed Jacob on the outside, and yeah, Jeff's off. He's setting sail.
Yeah, I think 55 to 60, to answer your question, is the fuel window. I think that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, I think that's what you were saying yesterday. I kind of vaguely remember that myself. So, yeah, we'll see. That's still going to give them about halfway between the stage here. Now, a couple cars, too, we've been noticing having a little bit of connection issues. So, as usual, we got a couple of flashes, as we like to call them. Kind of, hopefully it's not going to jazz up too many of the participants out there tonight. But I know it's another wrench in the monkey works, or a monkey wrench in the works, or however that's supposed to be said.
Looking at James Torrey here and fighting with Jamie Knopf here for 7th and 8th. Side by side there. Everybody in front of them are single file, but it's still packed up really close and tight knit. Man, this is nervous times too, because these cars, as the tires wear, they're going to get harder and harder to control. And you don't know if you're going to swing loose or swing tight just yet. If you haven't run a long run, this is going to be kind of when you start finding that out. Unfortunately, or hopefully, you don't find that out in the pack. You see a car loose off the corner there, hangs on to it. Who was that on the bottom there?
I'm going to have to go back and
Colton Gum in the 10. Colton Gum in the 10 off turn 2. We saw it in the background there. He hung on to it coming off the corner, but man, was it a handful.
Well, this is one of those tracks, too, where the tri-oval, it's such a tight, fast track. You can get a little caught up in the tri-oval a little bit, those kinks. And we saw it in the truck race as well. It's a lot of things can happen really quick around here. And it's one of the reasons I'm not really a big fan of this track, although I know it is a big fan favorite by a lot of the drivers out here. A lot of guys really just love this place.
We still got this battle for the lead going on. Michael
Call
it up. He is climbing the bank and trying to use that top side. Here comes Jacob Quill on the inside of him.
Yeah, and from what I remember, too, it's not a bad multi-group track. I mean, you do get a little bit of run on the outside, but I still think the inside line is the preferred lane around here. So, but there goes Michael Call. He's making it. He got it on the inside of Jeff Chandler, so he's fighting for that lead right now.
Oh, he washes up the track, has to get out of it. Jeff Chandler sees it, and he's going to take the lead or hang on to the lead. Here comes Quill and the rest of those vultures to try to take advantage. Quill to the outside of Michael Call.
Yeah, he definitely got tight for sure, and kind of hurt him a little bit, but he looks like he's able to rebound a little bit. You can tell he's handling a little bit of his car is a little tight right now. We got Cameron King too, snuck up into 4th, and we got a little four pack going on right now. They're all single file at the moment.
Here comes King to the inside of Michael Call. Cameron trying to make that move to the inside in the number 92.
Like he's going to get there. He's riding that line too, so he's staying mighty low. He's got a pretty tight handling car, or tight as in good. So he's got that thing on a rail, looks like.
Yeah, Cameron, one of the guys running a patriotic paint scheme this weekend, that blue, red, white, and blue car. Mostly blue, a little red on the back, and he looks like he gets a little tight to the corner too, but hangs on the quarter panel of Michael Call. Nope, he's going to let him go. Or is he?
He got a little bit on the apron there in the middle of 3 and 4, so I think it kind of screwed up his momentum a little bit, but no harm, no foul there.
Come off the corner, man. It's tough running so close to other cars. You got the air moving the car around, you got the bumps moving the car around, and also you kind of get into this unpredictable stage of, okay, is my car going to get loose or tight? And you're finding that out on the fly as Cameron King makes that move to the inside of Call. Now looking to the inside of Jacob Quill, who shuts the door.
Yeah, the 89, he's still trying to make that outside work there. And I'm just wondering, too, if it's going to burn up your tires toward the end. I mean, we talk about this week in, week out about the tire management, and tonight's going to be no different. You're going to have to make these tires last, especially with the caution. Robert Maliki kind of got up the wall a little bit there, too. No harm, no foul either.
We got a car loose back here.
Richie Coy in the grass a little bit, but I don't know if that was an evasive maneuver, but he got a little lower than he probably wanted to be.
In a battle for second. Quill on the outside, Cameron King on the inside. Hold him tight. King gets loose. Hangs on to it. Hangs on to third for now. But loses that track position.
Wow. I mean, for the amount of spiciness going on right now, these guys are actually
Cameron King or Kevin
doing
Ruff,
pretty good.
slow through the middle of the corner there. Not sure what that was about. But they hang on to it, man. He
got a little loose. He got a little loose in 3 and 4 and kind of spun a little bit. They had to split him 3 wide, Jamie Knopp, and I believe the 03 of Brian Dixon.
How did they hang on to that?
Wow. Yeah. And that's a tough spot to have gone 3 wide as well, but they got through it.
I'm looking to see if I can see a replay.
That was definitely spicy, and I heard people were using my bit last night. I know Michael Blackner, who's not in the race tonight, he just wiped out. He was actually at the race yesterday, and they said they were stealing my bit, using spicy.
Now let's watch Cameron King here, or Kevin Ruff, sorry, in the middle of 3 and 4 here as he goes into the corner. Gets loose right there. Oh, he's hanging on to it, and they're passing him left and right. And he just holds his line, and they're able to split him. Wow.
Yeah, that was a great move by everybody there to kind of stay off of him, and even better move for Cameron to kind of hang on to it. Or not Cameron, Kevin, sorry. I noticed we got a couple guys in chat right now. Sam Martin rooting on Richie Coy. Skid Marks, our Casey McMullen out there rooting on the league. We like to see that as well. And then we got Aaron Satcher out here. And he's saying he's hoping Richie's wife is not vacuuming to him.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah, Richie's running a tribute to his dad as well. He's got his military colors on there, and that is one of the things about the Memorial Race that we even saw it last night too. A lot of tribute paint jobs and stuff, and it's always good to kind of mix up some of the colors you see out there.
There he is going around Michael Call. Michael dropping back now.
We do have a new
contact between Michael and William Lark there coming off the corner.
Yeah, and I got to go back to see what Jacob Quill did because he pulled out a huge lead now. He's got a 4/10 lead over Jeff Chandler, so he was able to get around him some lap ago or two.
See if we can find the pass.
As I'm looking at, I think it started on lap 23. Oh, we got a yellow.
Caution is out. And it involves Martin Garreau. So we'll see what happened here on our Best One Tire and Auto Care instant replay for the first caution tonight. Looks like Martin is coming off the corner. Contact with, who is that? Big contact with the 50 with the wall there. Who's that he made contact with?
The 50 is...
50 is Martin Garreau. Who did he make contact with?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking here. Actually, it looks like somebody got into him. That may have been... I gotta see. That is the 35 of Murray.
Ooh.
Murphy, sorry.
Alex Murphy. I think it's teammates. It is teammates.
Yeah, teammate on teammate crime.
That was a big hit with... Yeah,
it looked like Martin kind of scrubbed the wall a little bit, kind of pushed him down the track just a hair, and kind of got into the corner of his teammate there. And yeah, Martin went for a big ride, hit the wall pretty hard.
Here's Martin hitting the wall, gets turned right around into that inside barrier, and man, it pops that car up in the air, and everybody behind him able to avoid, but that was a big hit with the 50.
I'm looking down pit road. It looked like a lot of guys came in for tires. Unfortunately, they are going to use up a set, and we are definitely not in a territory where they're going to be able to make enough fuels.
EJ, who is that spun off pit road? Jeff Chandler?
Uh-oh.
Let's go back and look. Coming off pit road, looks like Jeff Chandler had an issue. Let's see what it is here.
Yeah.
I'm
hearing in the radio chat, Jeff hit the bump on pit road. There is a small bump there, and it threw him straight up the track. He said he wasn't even on the gas. Well, I know they're getting ready to repave this track in iRacing, so maybe they'll get rid of that bump for some of these guys.
I'm board with Jeff Chandler here coming off pit road. Listen to it. Scott McLaughlin all over again, right? Except it's on the pace. It's on a pace lap, not the initial pace laps, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately, he had a toe back. He is damaged pretty bad. He had some pretty good nose damage there.
Yeah, he nose first on the wall. That was a big hit.
Wow. Not a good. I mean, from a guy too, led quite a bit of laps already too. So hopefully he might be able to get the thing kind of repaired and maybe salvage a little bit of his night.
They are 2x2. We're getting ready for a restart here at Charlotte. Again, the Charlotte 300, 200 laps here tonight. Working lap 29. Still a long way to go. Stage is at lap 100. And these guys have already, like you said, already used a set of tires. So we'll see if that affects them. And I think everybody probably took tires there.
From what I'm hearing, the top two guys, Jamie Knopf and Alexander Hodge, did not take tires. They did not pit, so they're going to be leading this field with oldies.
I think they did pit. They came down and topped off on fuel. They came down pit road, but you're right. They're going to be on older tires. We'll see how this works out. Front row with no tires. You got to watch your tires, man.
I just went and looked. Jamie did not take even gas.
He didn't come down. Okay. Well, we'll see how these no tires work here. You got to watch out for tire spins that come off turn 4. Pace car pulls off. We'll enter the restart zone here. Jamie will fire off first. Green flag is out, and we're back racing here at Charlotte.
Jamie got a good run. I know we saw in the ARCA race, we saw one of my favorite YouTubers spin them tires. So it can happen here in iRacing as well. So definitely something people can understand.
You don't want to be that guy.
You definitely don't want to be that guy. Although, I'm guilty of it myself. I think a lot of guys are probably guilty of it at one point in their career. Jamie, unfortunately, with those old tires, though, he's getting pounced on the outside now with Jacob Quill. Jacob Quill is definitely clear. Got that lap led already. So he's back out front.
Yeah, Quill, unfortunately, last week, or 2 weeks ago, I guess, Kansas had several run-ins with that outside wall. He was having some issues with some handling, and that kind of thwarted his efforts tonight. See if he can keep it clean tonight and challenge for this win. Jamie Knopf falling to second. Cameron King trying to fight off Richie Coy and Alexander Hodge from behind. But here comes Cameron King to the inside.
Yeah, and Richie had a pretty good pit stop because he started in the 14th spot. He's already worked his way up to third now, so looking pretty good.
We got a car in the wall on the outside.
I believe that was Kevin Ruff again.
It was. Oh, up front, they're still battling for position here. Hodge, Dixon, Fetter Place, Knopf, all packed together.
Yeah, I got to go to the wall. I had to switch over to the very, very wide angle lens here. We got guys all over the track right now, just to so I can keep up this action.
And just for the record, Jeff Chandler is back rolling out of pit road here, so he's going to rejoin this race. We got some guys bouncing off the walls. 48, Jamie Knopf. I think Kevin Ruff was in it again off turn 2.
Jamie with the old tires, if he could just kind of hang on to the car and keep it clean, I mean, he might, saving that set of tires might be beneficial later on.
Not a bad.
We got another yellow.
We do have a caution. Looks like Kevin Ruff.
Right, so we did see him getting a little loose there.
But, he got the wall a couple times, and I think it finally bit him. Let's see what happened here. Our best one, Tire and Auto Care. That's the replay. Right, here we go.
Looks like Martin Garreau, too, is going to get the lucky dog back. So
there was a lot going on right there off turn 4.
Well, he was, I know he tapped the wall earlier, so yeah.
Oh, he gets loose off turn 4 right in front of a couple cars, and man.
Yeah, you got that kind of tail hat. Oh, a few cars got caught up in that.
We'll see here. Wide angle coming off turn 4, gets loose right there, and there's nothing that car behind him could do. Is right there. A couple of cars shoot through the infield. I think that was Colton Gum. Martin Pinnell, I think, involved in that. Or no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. My bad.
TJ Bartell, and yeah, Colton Gum, and then the 46 of Alex Murphy again. They both got kind of shoved down into the grass there.
Right on board with Gavin Ruff. Turns sideways right there off the corner. Nowhere for the 28 to go. He got involved in that. You're talking about TJ Bartell and Colton Gum there.
And actually, it was Simon Magnan that got pushed down there. Fortunately, though, neither one. They stayed in the grass. Nobody actually got into the pit road. So,
well, speaking of pit road, it's pretty active down here. People topping off on fuel.
Well, that would definitely be the strategy. I mean, we said about 60 laps. They're still probably not within that window, but I can definitely see somebody like Jamie Knopf coming in and getting his tires right now.
Well, it would be close from here if the pit limits. I don't think they can make it from here. Maybe they can save and make it from here, but you're looking at
one or two more cautions, clutching it,
maybe.
And I don't know if some of these guys, again, this car's got the 5-speed, so depending on how your car's set, some people might use that fifth gear as as the long gear to maybe save a little fuel. So I don't know. In practice yesterday, we were running our fifth gear, so I don't know. I guess it depends on really how you got the car set.
So you're saying they're trying to save fuel to get to victory. Is that right?
Maybe, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that's a good way.
It sounds like a segue.
It is. It's a segue. Go to drinkvictory.com. Use code FTSR for 10% off your order. They got some great stuff. Throttle Punch, Lucky Lemon, and you got the grape flavor. The purple potion.
Purple potion. Yep.
I don't know what. Ground ball grape. I don't know. That's
ground ball grape. Well, maybe if they were baseball.
That's big league chew. I don't know why I wanted to call it that. But anyway, drinkvictory.com. They've got some great flavors. There's 3 great flavors. There may be some more coming in the future. So looking forward to that. But definitely check them out. Proud sponsor of the Victory Fuel Cup Series. We love having them on board and having them as a supporter. We definitely want to support them as well. So, and they've got a great story too. Those that don't know the origins of Victory Fuel need to check it out. drinkvictory.com. You go to their about section and you can read all about how it came to pass, and it's really cool. It involves a racing family that you are probably familiar with.
Yeah, and just kind of on a little side note, I saw a couple cars. Jamie Knopf, Martin Pinnell, and who was the other guy? There was one more guy, Kermit. They all kind of went in for an extra splash that lap.
They did.
Definitely trying to extend that fuel mileage here.
Getting a little extra. Did Jamie come in and take tires on that?
He did. He took tires first round, and then he kind of came back in and topped off. So Jamie's working the strategy tonight, and again, that's what we said at the opening of this. Strategy is the way to go at this track tonight.
And the pace car's off. We're going to come to the restart zone. Richie Coy lead them down now with James Torrey on the outside. Green flag is out, and we're racing once again here at Charlotte.
All right, so Richie in the lead. James Torrey worked his way up to the second again. So it's good to see James having a great race so far.
There's their their way off turn 2 down the back stretch, 2x2 for about third on back, or fourth on back now. It's third place. Jacob Quill clears. James Torrey, you're talking about having a great night, running P2 right now, hanging on to it.
Somebody else that kind of sneaked in the picture, Brandon Elder, Sim Racing Points, our Truck Series sponsor. He's running fourth right now. He's kind of sneaked his way up front as well. So I almost wonder if some of these guys actually even came in and topped off. I'm going to have to look to see, like Richie did come in and even topped off that last.
Oh, contact Brandon Elder into the car on the outside and down into the inside wall, against the wall. I'm pretty sure the steering's broke on that car. He continues, but his night looks like it may be over.
Broadcaster curse there. Yeah, that was I have to look to see what happened there. Him and the 18 kind of got a little contact there. Yeah, Brandon was, I don't know if Brandon was a little high on the track, or 18 kind of scuffed the wall a little bit and kind of looked like he maybe came down into Brandon.
Let's see if we can find a replay of that.
Yeah, Brandon definitely sparking towards the inside there. I don't know if he's fully damaged, but that definitely kind of hurt that momentum right away, especially too he stayed green. Back out front, though, Richie Coy still kind of leading point right now. James Corey in second.
18 comes off the wall.
Yeah, he scuffed the wall a little bit. Looks like he kind of shoved down into Brandon. It's okay. We still got a long ways to go here.
Riding board with Jacob Quill here through 1 and 2. Up the track, into the wall, off the wall, down into the 51 who was there. And man, that was quite a ride for the 51. I know it's bumpy down there on the apron.
Well, yeah. Ask Jeff Chandler. He knows.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he got it out of the exit, but I think Brandon kind of even went through that same spot. Well, I'm kind of going back through the field now. It looks like everybody kind of settled out a little bit. We're almost single file all the way. I keep going back, and it looks like, yeah, everybody's about single file all the way up to the top 20 right now. We don't have anybody too wide. They all kind of just relaxed a little bit.
Got a battle for second. Now a pass for second. EJ Luna is going to take over. Is he going to? I don't know. James Torrey is hanging there on the inside. He's still side by side with EJ Luna. 81 in the 6 battle for P2.
Yeah, he's yet to clear him yet, but man, James put up a good fight though on the low line.
Mason Hoffner joining the party there on the 30 on the outside. We've got a couple cars hitting the wall again off turn 2. See that a lot here in this with this Cup car for some reason.
That's probably why I really don't like this track too. I have a feeling it's more the track than anything. Again, it's such a tight, fast track, and that tri-oval is just it's kind of dangerous, especially for a guy like me that seems to like walls a little bit more than the rest of the
Boy,
Richie Coy hitting a little lap traffic there with the 50. Just got by him. Wow, that train was coming. They weren't going to slow down for the 50 for nothing.
They got EJ Luna starting to heat up her leader. Richie Coy battle for second, looking to the inside.
Hey, EJ looks like he's got a pretty good car. I mean, he's able to make some passes on the outside and working on Richie now for the inside. He almost clears him. He's cleared him now, so looks like Richie's going to fall in behind.
A couple of those Memorial Day paint schemes up front. Luna the red, white, and blue, and Coy with the camo. Is it camo?
Yeah, he's got a U.S. Army camo to his late father, and yeah, we miss Johnny Coy out here.
Definitely kept things interesting, spicy.
Oh yeah, he was the original Spicy of Spice. So yeah, a lot of fun, and it was a pleasure having him around when he was around.
Got Jacob Quill looking on the inside of Mason Hoffner. Battle for third. Ooh, tight quarters coming off the corner. Tight quarters on the front stretch.
Yeah, I mean, that top 10, I mean, they're being calm to a certain extent, but man, they are, you can tell they got a good battle going on. They're making it very interesting for us to watch, and hopefully everybody at home. Looks like we got Sherwood Williford joining the chat too, dropping the rag. Yeah, we got to go in there, Sherwood.
For sure. Behind this battle for third is Brandon Fetterplace making an appearance tonight. We haven't talked about him yet, but he's worked his way up here. Actually started in ninth, so he's been in the top 10 all night, just kind of hanging around. Knows that it's a long race.
As you say that, he almost goes 3 wide. William Lark, though, who's been very respectful, almost made it 3 wide, kind of laid out of it. The 89's like, okay, William, you're going to go 3 wide. He's going to try and split that middle, too, although he kind of gave it up himself.
Oh, tight racing. Now they're 3 wide.
Yeah, now they're 3
wide.
wide.
Little contact there through the dog leg. They make it work.
James kind of let out of that. Just being on the outside, too. That's probably not the best place to be, especially if you're 3 wide around here. You don't want to be stuck on the outside.
He's
still making up. Man, they're getting Yeah, we're a quarter of the way through this, and they almost look like they're racing for that last lap here.
He's like, guys, we got a long way to go. We got 150 laps. Over a truck race left to go here.
Yeah, I know. They are making it pretty interesting, though. I will give them that, and hats off to them so far.
Hofner in the wall, a little off turn 2, side by side with Jacob Quill for third spot. Richie Coy, EJ Luna have kind of pulled out from this group for now.
Yeah, I mean, with the fuel mileage, kind of like what we're looking at, though, too. I don't know if I'd want to be leading this race. Maybe you can get a little draft, maybe save a little fuel. So Richie's probably almost let EJ kind of go by for that reason alone. He's going to save a little bit of gas there.
There's the 18 going to clear. He's finally going to clear the 30 of Mason Hofner. Brandon Fetterplace now under the 30. Is he there? Not quite. Now he will be.
Going back to just kind of revisit Brandon Elder, he did park it for the night. I guess he was fully damaged. Our next Lucky Dog recipient right now is Jeff Chandler. He is 4 laps down. He's still out there, still giving it. So we'll see if he might have an opportunity to maybe get some of these laps back.
Did he get the Lucky Dog last time for the caution?
He did not. No, we had, I believe, Martin Grove, who unfortunately had a little bit more damage. So he's stuck in the pits himself. So yeah, Jeff is he's in the catbird seat right now. Something should come out.
Still a long way to go here. So how many laps does it show him down? I don't think I have that.
He is 4 laps down.
All right, so we got to get 4 back. We'll keep track of that tonight. Meanwhile, up front, Richie Coy, EJ Luna continue to lead, but now EJ Luna under fire from Brandon Fetterplace for P2.
Yeah, and Jeff is the only guy right now on the track that is laps down. So just as long as nobody else gets lapped here, he should be able to get that position.
So Fetterplace 2 P2, EJ Luna falls to P3, Jekyll Quill in 4th. And now,
yeah, I didn't even see what happened to EJ there because Richie was able to get by him, and I almost wonder if he got a little loose there or something. I never saw that lead change. Through the trial, but Richie just kind of gets underneath him. So, yeah, I don't know. Just maybe he was off pace a little bit.
Right here for 9th and 10th. Jonathan Vernoskis, Brian Dixon. All this happening right behind James Torrey, your pole sitter. Oh, we got another car in the wall back there behind him. Is that William Owens? Yes, looks like William Owens catching the wall a little bit off turn 2, running that high side.
Yeah, right now, we got a Richie Coy, Brandon Fetterplace, 1-2, and excuse me, that's kind of been a little bit of a storyline here at FTSR with the two of them. They like to casually mix it up between the two of them, and it's all in fun, and but Brandon's not there. He's trying to get there though. We'll see how this plays out a little later on, but right now Richie's got a pretty good lead over Brandon, almost 3-4 tenths right now.
It's all fun and games till there's a checkered flag in the play.
That's right. And the two of them seem to find each other.
I thought we were going to have an issue there, but William Owens hangs on to it. Mason Hofner has dropped way back. He's in 11th now. Was running towards the front. I guess the handling went away on the 30. He finds himself in the 11th spot.
With so many cars, taking pits and grabbing gas and whatnot, it's kind of hard to see who did what. And maybe some guys only took 2 tires. Maybe some guys didn't take any tires. And some of these guys too, they pitted on lap 26 or 28, something like that. So they're going to have to make these tires stretch. I mean, granted, and some of these guys are going to have to come in and get fuel. I'm assuming most of the field, if not all of the field, is going to get fuel. The only one I can see maybe still making it would be Jamie Knopf right now. And he's still in 21st. It looks like he's just kind of chilling back there, not really pushing it too much. So we might see him towards the end of this stage.
We just saw in our in front of what we were looking at. We saw William Lark take a chicane down the backstretch. He got loose off 2, ends up on the apron, comes back up on track to make turn 3.
Wow. Yeah, well, he's still running at 6, so not too bad. And he's not really under fire by anybody. The top 6 kind of got to do some little pull away. We got, it looks like James Torrey kind of tapped the wall there.
Also finding that chicane on the backstretch.
That's right.
Or are they dodging animals on track?
But hey, he's got a top 10 car right now, so he's been looking pretty sporty.
He does, but now this is the point. Oh, we see a car off the pace back here behind him. Cameron King having issues off the corner again. This is the point where the handling starts going away for these cars, and this is what we're watching, because it seems like at this point in the run is when we start having issues with cars that are going away. So we'll see who is the first one to get bitten by the handling.
Well, yeah, they've got, 35, maybe 40 laps on some of these tires already, so definitely the longest run for some of these guys as of yet. And, you almost got to wonder, too, are they looking at the fuel gauge? And they're thinking, hey, maybe if I slow up my pace a little bit, I might be able to save a lap or two here and there. We don't know exactly what kind of fuel these guys got in the car, but, again, we've made assumptions about 60 laps. Again, I'm thinking we're going to have to see somebody coming in for some gas here. But, people have surprised us in the past. So these guys, we might have a couple of savers out there.
Battle for fifth, William Lark underneath Michael Call. That is for P5. Right behind the Brian Dixon watching on. Things are starting to get spread out towards the front for sure. The first 5 or 6 have kind of spread out here. You got first place, and then second and third are kind of close, and fourth is right there. Now fifth on back is kind of in their own zone now at this point.
Well, even so, when did Brandon Federplace take the lead? He's out in front right now. So
missed that too. Richie Coy falls to third. Jacob Quill is in second.
Again, though, too, is it one of those things where you're looking at that fuel and you're thinking, hey, I might be able to extend this a little bit. I'm just got to lay off a little bit. Let some of these guys go. Let them pit. And again, it's strategy. You're out there. You're playing a game of chess when people are playing checkers. And,
let's look at this.
Who knows?
It's Jacob Quill to the high side. Actually, Brandon Federplace to the high side to make the pass on Jacob Quill to take the lead. Whenever Jacob took the lead, Federplace goes by on the outside and takes it over.
Well, if you're going to allow people to if you're going to relinquish the lead, it's not a bad time to do it earlier than towards the stage. So again, you want to make that gas. They're lapping a car right now. Although it looks like he's getting in the. He's on the apron. I don't know if he's going for a pit stop. Trying to see what car that is.
Brandon Federplace continue to lead. Jacob Quill, Richie Coy, EJ Luna, William Lark, your top 5. The top 4 kind of separated.
In the pits right now. He is marked a lap down, so I don't know if this is a scheduled stop or not. He did look off pace.
He got damaged in that last accident.
Definitely taking the lucky dog away from his teammate, but I don't know what he's doing. I don't see tires being changed or anything, so I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe just getting some damage fixed.
We got William Owens. We got William Owens sideways on the front stretch. Other cars involved. Kermit, let's see, Kermit was involved. Simon Madigan involves, and a few others. So caution is out.
Well, this takes that fuel strategy kind of out of it now. I assume everybody's going to be topping off.
See if we can see what happened. Our best one tire and auto carry instant replay. Coming off the corner, Cameron King. Actually, it happened in front of him. I'm not sure why. We're watching that.
Yeah, definitely. It was Cameron King was involved in that.
William Owens gets loose off the corner, comes across in front of Simon Madigan. Oh man!
Yeah, and,
nothing Simon could do there.
No, and that is kind of the ill handling issue of the car. And we've talked about this week in, week out. When the car gets sideways, it's hard to catch it. It wants to throw you in the opposite direction, and that's exactly what happened. Fortunately, who was that got caught up in that?
Cameron King.
Alex. What? Cameron King was the spinner, no?
It was.
Or no, Alex Murphy. Maybe.
William Owens got loose across the front of Simon Madigan. Simon Madigan made contact with him, sent him in the wall, and then Cameron King came through and got a piece of Simon.
Ah, there we are. Yeah.
We're out on board with Cameron King here, coming off the corner. All happening in front of him here. Oh,
Man. And Simon, unfortunately, and then it looks like the 92 kind of didn't really have any place to go. A couple more cars damaged. A couple of good stars and stripes paints out there, too.
man, that was a hard hit, Williams. He smacked that wall there.
But that's that pendulum effect of that car. Like I say, he tried to save it, but sometimes you just cannot save this car. And again, that's in that tri-oval. That's where those kinks are of that tri-oval, and that's probably the worst place to get to try to make a recovery as it is. The track is so tight there. All right, going back through the field, it looks like showing Robert Malikian in the lead right now.
Robert Malikian in the lead, yes. Jamie Knopf second. I gotta imagine those two did not pit. Jacob Quill, Fetter Place, and Coy third, fourth, and fifth, and I'm assuming they came down. Well, I'll tell you what, all these cautions, tire strategy is going to be very important, very interesting towards the end of this race.
Well, yeah, you assume, I don't have to go back to see if somebody who actually tried to actually pit there and actually maybe took tires. Looks like Jamie Knopf, though, stayed out.
So Robert and Jamie front row again, stays out on those old tires. Jacob Quill, Richie Coy, Brandon Fetter Place on back. They do stop.
Yeah, I mean, why not save them tires? The way things are going, I mean, we're most likely going to have a few more cautions even after the stage. So those tires are going to be a premium for some of these guys.
Absolutely. And we know Jamie Knopf is kind of playing that tire strategy, trying to use fewer sets. I'm assuming Robert Malikian's getting on board with that as well. And like you said, at the end of this race, it could be very important to have those extra set of tires. So we are about 30 laps away from the stage as well. So everybody that stopped here can make it to the end of the stage, of course.
Yeah, the only one that I'd be really worried about not making it would be Jamie and maybe even Robert. But you know, they're probably saving under this caution right now, clutching it, fifth gear.
All right, pace car's going to pull off. We're going to go back green flag racing here at Charlotte, lap 70 of 200, racing lap 100 for the stage. They enter the restart zone. They accelerate. We are green once again here at Charlotte.
And Robert got a good jump. Jamie almost looked like he was saving tires on that restart, or saving gas on that restart. He did not get a good launch. But there again, he might know. He might need it. He might need that extra drop or two.
Well, you know, when you're out there on those older tires on the restarts, you're just hoping, like, guys, please don't run over me. I know I'm going to be slower. Go around me, not through me. And that mindset may have translated to the restart there.
Well, yeah, you definitely don't want to have a spin.
Oh, it's getting tight. It's getting tight to the travel here. Cars everywhere. They hang on to it for now.
81, he tried to go almost 3 wide there, but kind of got the door shut down, and he had to check up. And everybody did a great job just kind of missing him. But wow, that was close. So they have sorted it out though since. But while this is happening, Jake Quill's kind of Richie Coy. They took over first and second. Brandon Fetter Place sitting at third right now. William Larkin fourth. Robert Malikian down to fifth.
Watching this craziness here on screen for about 10th on back as these guys fall through the field. 3 wide once again with the 16 on the outside. They sort it out before they get off the corner. Bouncing off the walls off turn 2.
Yeah, and Robert. Unfortunately, I believe Robert's probably got the older tires, and I'm gonna have to go back too. I want to see if Jake Quill, Richie Coy, Brandon Fetter Place. I want to see if they actually did take tires that last round. So I'll get back to you in a second.
Jeffrey Quill continues to lead. Richie Coy, Fetter Place, and William Lark, all in a line right there. Michael Collin fifth. E.J. Luna, Brian Dixon, J.C. Evans, Jonathan Varanowskis, and Alexander Hodge round out your top 10.
All right, so yeah, Jacob did for sure take tires. Richie Coy did take tires. Fetter Place also took tires. So yeah, a lot of guys did take tires here. They lost another set, so they are definitely playing the odds with these tires.
It's a battle up front developing now, though. Second place, third place, now fourth place. Brendan Fetter Place starting to fall back. Now you
we got to spin though with caution.
So Brian Dixon around in 3 and 4. Caution is out.
Yeah, looked like he may have had a little help from the 09 there.
Our best one tire in AutoCare instant replay.
Yeah, the 09 was kind of getting in there, and I don't think the 3 saw him kind of duck down there.
Oh, there was a checkup in front of him, and yeah, just tight quarters there. Oh, and everybody goes by.
A lot of people kind of got around him okay. Too much aftermath carnage there.
52 maybe got a little bit of a piece there. Alexander Hodge as he went by. I think it was Hodge or Varanauskas, one or the other. It was Hodge.
Yeah, the 53. Yeah, 53 did definitely tap him, but everybody behind him missed the 03. So wow, good driving. All right. Well, some of these guys that were a little iffy on gas, they shouldn't have that issue now. I'd imagine they'll still be able to make it. They only got to go 24 more laps.
Most of those guys pitted anyway. The only
Well,
ones
I
that
know
are
Jamie
in question
Knopf,
is
yeah.
Jamie Knopf and the 16 maybe Malikian, but
right. And they are both 15th, 16th right now in positions, and yeah, they did not pit again, so they're out there just kind of saving.
Playing the long game.
They are saving tires though, and that again, if they got to be around towards the end of this to use up them tires, but that's still definitely a good long game strategy. I'm not going to say that I probably wouldn't be doing anything different than what they're doing. I'd rather have the tires later on in this race than the beginning.
Yeah, the thing with that too, this caution might actually help those guys too. If they were worried about running along here and going a lap down, this is going to help their cause, pack everybody back up and get everybody close together. So,
yeah, that's very true too. Yeah, good point.
Again, lap 77 of 200 here at Charlotte. Charlotte 300, 200 laps. Stage lap is 100, and we are getting close to halfway, Tony. Longest night of the Cup season, well, longest race anyway.
I'll tell you, I don't know how it's been for you, but it seems like we're clipping through this pretty quick. I mean, even though we've had a few cautions, these guys are. I think a lot of there is a good anticipation within the field, and I think a lot of. I don't see too many guys really overly aggressive. Just a little bit ill handling of the car here and there, and some guys just get put in positions that they probably don't want to be in. But I've been enjoying myself right now, so it's been a good race so far.
Yeah, been running through it pretty good. And just to go back and highlight it, it was nice to see James Torrey there get that pole. He laid down a heater there for the pole lap and kind of surprised us all, I think.
Yeah. Well, he's still sitting outside the top 10 right now, and we know he's got speed in the car. So just got a couple spots to get them stage points. We know he's got the car for it, so let's see what he can do here.
So if we can ride on board a couple of these guys. J.C. Evans, I know, has a patriotic paint scheme. He's running. We talked about Richie Coy's patriotic paint scheme.
Yeah, somebody we haven't talked about was our Season 8 champion, Nick Elford, running an 8th right now. Lane Allen up to 10th right now. Just kind of looking through the top 10 here, seeing if there's any new faces in new places.
I'm sure it'll change continuously as we go forward.
Yeah.
Pace car's off, though. We're going to get a restart here, and coming down to the restart zone, Jacob Quill leads Richie Coy down green. Oh, we got a spin already on the restart. Robert Malikian.
Oh, and Wayne
Grassi down to pit road.
We stay green.
That's going to be disastrous for Wayne, though, because he's going to have to roll down pit road, get that penalty for unsafe pit entry, and have to serve that. That's tough.
Yeah, I had to go back to see what kind of happened there. I'm not exactly sure what car started it. It definitely was a little bit of a maybe a spin tire. Robert Malikian though kind of got the short end of the stick there. He kind of got hit by Kevin Ruff there. Although it actually looks like James Torrey may have. He didn't get a great run. Maybe he spun the tires a little bit. The 30 kind of choked up for him. Unfortunately, in the 99, got right into Robert there and kind of spun him. Then it was a domino effect behind everybody. Wayne got the short end of the stick there. So did Robert. Although Wayne getting stuck in the pits, though, yeah, like you said, that's definitely a penalty within iRacing.
Racing for third. William Lark beside Brandon Fetterplace for P3. Lark is starting to work his way towards the front. I don't think he's led yet, but he's moved up forward in the running order all night so far.
Well, he had a great night on Wednesday in the truck race. Finished third, or second actually. So he's definitely got the chops for this track. So showing some speed tonight. Just kind of hanging out there. Again, he's not in any position where he really needs to really push the issue right now. Just got to finish it. Again, it's an endurance. Patience.
Yep. Lark falls back into third. Now being challenged for fourth as Michael Call pulls to the inside.
Yeah, Michael was up there a little bit earlier. He wants that spot. But right now, yeah, I'm waiting to see some of these top three really kind of fight Jacob right now because again, somebody like William Lark, we were saying you don't really need to go too much, but those top three, everybody should have fresh tires now, and you definitely don't have to worry about the gas. And actually, here comes William Lark on the outside of Brandon Fetterplace.
We thought Lark was falling back. No, he's challenging on the outside now to the outside of Brandon Fetterplace, the 24 of Lark. And here comes Richie Coy to the inside of the 18 for the lead.
Man, I was saying it was time to go. They must have heard me because, yeah, it is go, go, go. Go, go, Gophers. Man, we got a good battle going up front right now.
Down the backstretch, Coy still on the inside of the 18.
I mean, Richie's got that low line, and we know Richie always likes that low preferred line, but I think that outside line still probably got just a little bit more momentum. They got 15 more laps to duke this out.
Too much roll. Richie Coy up the track, puts him in the wall a little bit off the corner.
Man, that killed both of their momentum. They are going to be under fire real quick.
18 of Quill pulls back to the inside. Coy tried to get that done, but just kind of ran out of room coming off too. And I've got to wonder what that did to the 18's handling.
Well, they're on equal tires. I believe everybody in the top 10 almost pretty much should be on equal tire right now. So it could be anybody right now. William Lark kind of touched the wall a little bit. Still holding strong in third. Brandon Fetterplace, so kind of he's under fire with Nick Alford. Nick Alford running on the outside right now, fighting for that fourth spot.
Getting racing here. Boy, still looking for a way around the 18.
Richie's going to try the outside. Here he goes.
Richie to the outside. Jacob Quill to the inside. Richie's going to try to get that run off turn two, and he does. He clears the 18. He's going to retake the lead here.
They're catching lap traffic of Wayne Grassi right now. Let's see what Wayne does. Wayne should be staying high here.
And he does. He stays to the high side. Coy's going to go around, but they are too wide behind him. How do they work this out?
They're 3 wide. They're going to be 3 wide here for a second. Good job on Wayne.
Ooh, that's tight, but they make it work.
Man. Richie kind of pulled out of a little bit of a lead now. He's got a 0.2 over second with Jacob Quill. But Nick Alford, and we've seen Nick time and time again kind of save them tires, get towards the front here. And he's looking pretty sharp right now because they have both ran on Richie's back bumper there.
Oh, he's going to love that one.
He's going to love that one.
Side by side for second, though. Here comes Alfred to the outside of Quill. And Alfred will take P2. Where did he come from?
He is one of those guys that like to lurk in the shadows, I guess, and he just kind of comes out of nowhere. And when he comes out of nowhere, he comes out strong because, yeah, he's showing his hand right now.
What they want to watch for Alfred, though, is that he ran into handling issues pretty soon on these runs. Can he make it to the stage break with that car? With 10 laps to go, will the car hang on? Will it stay under him? Because we've seen him run into some issues where it's getting too loose off the corner.
No, but I don't know. You got to remember, this is our Season A champion, so he got there for a reason, just being consistent. So he might be playing the long game.
Well,
although he gets the 18 gets by him on the outside again, so he might be falling back a little bit. We got 3 wide situation. Ooh, try to make it work in the middle there. I'm trying to think who's is that? Michael Call?
Michael Call, Brandon Fetterplace, and William Lark, or J.C. Evans. Sorry, J.C. Evans right there.
I'll tell you, they're making it really interesting for us tonight. Hopefully, you guys out there watching right now are having a lot of fun watching this as we are. It's been pretty exciting. Spicy as spicy can get.
I love it. It's exciting. You're making it really exciting here.
This is fire sauce spicy right now.
See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there in your camera view, but first and second kind of inch out. Here comes Nick Alford to try to close. Here comes the 18 of Quill. Looks like Corey got a little loose off the corner. Here comes Quill to the inside.
Yeah, Quill's back on it, and then we got E.J. Lewis kind of getting under Nick Alford right now. So we got a little bit of a boggle shake up going in the top 4 right now.
Richie trying to wrap that outside lane, but Quill's going to stay there as they head down the backstretch.
E.J. Luna kind of gets up there. E.J.'s got a good run now, too. I almost thought he was going to take over second. He's looking. He's dove it.
Luna. Yeah, to the outside. Ooh, Corey gets loose in front of him. They're going to be 3 wide. 3 wide for the lead here.
E.J. Luna takes over the lead there on the outside. Wow, and Nick Alford kind of in tow. Nick Alford back up to third. Nick going to try and make it 3 wide.
Now Richie fights back on the inside of E.J. as they come down the backstretch. He's going to hang there as they head into turn 3.
Now you got Brandon Fetterplace now in the mix for this top 5. Wow.
And Luna's going to take it over with a push down the backstretch from Nick Alford.
You can tell who's been saving and who's been using because, it is getting shaken up right now. Big time. Wow.
This reminds us of the ARCA race we had here. These guys are getting after it.
Yeah. This has been very exciting. And everybody's doing a pretty good job, too, being respectful. A little bit of touching here and there, but for the most part, it's been touching with permission, it looks like.
I was going to say it's a good touch so far.
That's right.
E.J. Luna pulling out a little bit of a lead as they fight for second. Nick Alford, Richie Coy side by side. Brandon Fetterplace looking on.
I think EJ was saving a little bit, kind of hanging out in the back there. And, we know fuel's not an issue for these guys, but, that's saving the tire. We say it every week. You got to save tire. No matter what car, no matter what track, no matter what series, you got to save in that race.
Watching this battle for third on back. Richie Coy on the inside.
Oh,
Nick
we had
Alford.
a little bit of a bump there. It looked like Michael Call got just a little loose back there. He lost about 3 spots there. Just kind of lost into the tri-oval by himself.
Ooh, we got a car in the wall. Is that the Fetterplace machine on the outside, scrubbing the wall, coming off turn 2, trying to stay outside of. Was that Richie Coy?
That may have. I had to go back and look there.
No, it was Fetterplace. It was him getting around Coy. Meanwhile, Nick Alford under fire. They're catching the lap car of the 16 of Robert Malikian.
Man, and Robert, he had that. He definitely. Well, he's definitely in the lucky dog spot right now. He's just got to kind of hang on to. He got caught up in that restart there, so.
Thought Nick was going to get caught on the outside. He gets by him, but gets loose off the corner. Opens the door for Jacob Quill to fight on the inside for P2. E.J. Luna continuing to stretch it out up front.
We have pits closed right now, so stage lap is coming. I think they got 2 to go.
2 to go to the stage. Oh, you see Nick Alford loose off the corner. Hangs on to it. Looking to the inside of 3. Quill goes to the outside. You got Brandon Fetterplace and Richie Coy right behind, looking on.
Yeah, handling has kind of gone away on some of these cars. And then I'm looking a little bit further in the back. You got Lane Allen he worked his way up to 7th right now, kind of fighting for William Lark for 6th. Looks like he's going to get it on the inside.
All this happening behind your leader right now, EJ Luna. Nice lead right now. Out front, looking to get those stage points through 3 and 4 one final time. He'll come around and see the green and white checkered flag and take the stage win. Battles for 3rd.
He's trying to put Kyle Milliken a lap down. I know that's not Kyle Milliken. That's the 2 of, who's that? That's Alan Duranco. So Alan Duranco saves himself.
Saved by the caution there. The caution comes out for the stage. EJ Luna takes home the stage win tonight. And Tony, we're officially halfway.
Wow. I know Robert Malikian was probably happy to see his teammate kind of hold it off in front there so he could get his lap back himself.
This is what I was talking about, Tony, about those guys staying out saving tires, because you lose so much time on those old tires. Robert Malikian, actually, he had that issue on the restart, didn't he? That's why he ended up back there.
Yes. Yeah. He got caught up in that.
He also was saving tires, so at least he'll get the lucky dog and back on the lead lap here. But, that was fun.
Wow, that was a lot of fun. We could probably end it right now. I think I'd be satisfied. But hell, we got another basically exactly what we just saw. We got that whole thing to do now.
A whole another half to go.
So again, anybody out there in chat, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Looks like we got Mark Kyle Henderson kind of out there watching as well. So what's up there, Mark Kyle? And anybody else chime in, say hello. We're having a good time. Hopefully you guys are as well.
Yeah, let us know who your pick is, who you cheering on, who your guess is going to win this one. Let us know. We'll see if it works
we had
out.
we had a big league pick yesterday for the greatest racing day of the year, our racing holiday, and not one person in the league guessed correctly. But it's tough to pick all 3 cars.
We had a few that were close.
A couple that are very close. Yeah.
I know Josh Mayhew got the closest as far as in order, but going back and looking at it, there are ones that got the second 2 picks right and just missed on the first one. So, yeah, it's a tough one because there's 3 different races, 3 different scenarios, 3 different disciplines of racing, and not everybody follows them as closely as we do NASCAR, so it's hard to make those picks. But pit stops happening, and looks like Jacob Quill's going to...
Yeah, Jacob, cool. Looks like you got out there. I was going to say, my 3 picks, I barely even knew who was in the IndyCar race or even the F1 race. I mean, granted, I watch them every year, but I couldn't even tell you half the drivers.
So a lot of people making picks for Norris after he got the pole. That was a pretty good obvious pick. I wish I'd have waited till afterwards too. But
there was a lot of Larson picks too, and that was a poor choice, I think. At the end of the day, I mean, I'll give it to Larson though. It's not easy to try and run both of those races, and it would have been nicer to see him do a little better. But generally, that's a hard feat as it is just to even make both races.
Sun is finally set here at Charlotte Motor Speedway as we get into the second stage, the final stage of the race tonight. 100 laps to the finish, 200 laps total tonight, and Tony, I don't know. I know you don't care for the track that much. I like this track, man. It's just it's got a lot of character. It's gotten a lot more character over the years recently with the bumps in 3 and 4. But it's just you can move around on the track. You can race. It's a fun track to drive.
I would like to like it, but I mean, I don't even like the Roval here, so I don't know what it's like.
Well, that's a whole nother discussion that I could have, but.
Yeah, I mean, I get everybody likes it and this and that. Maybe in a certain car, it's probably better in, but I just, to me, it's too tight. And, you know how I like to find the wall. Not that I do that purposely, but maybe it's just the intimidation factor of it that I'm not really big fan of. And then we got Aaron Satcher saying, you'd be silly not to pick Coy. Well, I am silly, and Coy is a good friend, but I don't know. He's got some competition out there tonight.
Just looking at EJ Luna, one of the newer drivers this season. He's been with us before, coming back racing for JC Motorsports. JC Evans owning that team. Good to see him back, and obviously bringing some speed. And from Alamo, Texas. Look at that.
Yeah, JC right now running 7th. His teammate, stage winner, running 3rd right now. Some new faces, new old faces.
Remember the Alamo. He's making sure we don't forget.
That's right. Pace car's off.
Pace car's off. They're going to come down the restart zone. Jacob Quill leading. Brandon Fetterplace on the outside. Luna, Coy, and Alfred, your top 5. Restart zone. Green flag's out, and we are racing once again.
Well, we know they got a pit. Even though they all pitted, everybody did take tires. Just keep it clean. If there's too many cautions, some of these guys that have been saving them tires, you're going to hand it to them otherwise. So you guys want to just be good. Only one more lap pays right now, and that's the final lap to get there.
Al Milliken on the apron down the backstretch.
Yeah, there was 3 wide back there for a little bit, though.
Almost created a 3 wide situation into 3 there.
I'm back looking at the front there. Yeah, Jake Quill, he's got an outstanding lead right now, 3/10 ahead of EJ Luna. EJ Luna kind of took over second pretty easy over Brandon Fetterplace, and they're kind of strung out there in the top 10, from what I'm seeing. Well, Kermit worked his way up in the 8th spot, so he had a great pit stop. Alex Murphy also back in the top 10. James Torrey back in the top 10, right already now sitting in 10th place. So although he looks like he's under fire right now with the 30 car, Mason Hoffner. And they're 2 wide. That's really the 2 wide in the top 10 right now. It's happening.
Mason Hoffner, James Torrey, William Lark looking on.
Yeah, he looks like he wants a piece of that. Although from what I've been seeing of William does not seem like the guy who's going to put it 3 wide. He'll definitely lift and kind of preserve his race, which is very refreshing to see.
Hoffner was up the track a little bit there. Gives that spot up to Torrey. Torrey maintains the 10th spot right now. William Lark looking for a way around behind him. Kevin Ruff working his way around the 48 of Jamie Knopf. Alexander Hodge right there.
Jamie's the guy that I'm looking on towards the end of this race. Again, he's definitely got an extra set of tires at that pit. So if the cautions fall, we're going to definitely see him up here. And he's one of those guys we've been talking about week in, week out, even in the beginning of the broadcast. He's one of those guys who's been knocking on the door of a win. We've been waiting to see it happen. It's going to happen. It's just when is it going to happen? Is tonight the night for him? Well, he's just kind of chilling in the back, and him and Daniel's not out here. His teammate Daniel Simmons on the Tracy Motorsports side, which I heard Ben Tracy's coming back as well at some point. It's just they got a strong team, and they're going to eventually start knocking on the door and getting these wins. I hate to say it, once that happens, it's going to be a nonstop for those guys. They're going to pop that cherry, so to say, and it's going to be one after the other.
Watching this battle up front, the 18 at Quill has company, the EJ Luna, number 81, on his back bumper as they head down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. It looks like Quill maybe touched the wall off 2 there. It's going to close it up even further. He is right there.
Yeah, well, the thing that kind of worries me about these leaders right now, and we kind of saw it towards the end of the stage, is the tire management. They were running so hard that first, that shorter run from when they took tires. They all kind of fell off a little bit, and they were really duking it out. EJ did definitely kind of save a little bit, but how much are you saving sitting in second right now? So you got to save right now. This is the point of the race where you want to just save. Don't be overly aggressive. Again, you do not want to cause cautions or have more cautions fall in some of these tires. The guys that got a little extra set of tires in them pits, they will capitalize.
Quill's fighting hard, trying to keep this lead. He hits the wall again off turn 2. Takes the defensive line down the front stretch as well. He's trying his best to hang on to this lead, and EJ has given him everything he can handle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it looks like he's almost getting ready to look low right now, although we've seen EJ make passes low and high. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Racing fast and furious up front. Fetterplace in 3rd. Coy in 4th. Nick Alford in 5th.
CJ Evans looks like he's making a look onto is that Nick Elfer right now for the inside line. Trying to take over that his 5th spot. Looks like. Huh? They're still duking out for fifth right now. Looks like Mick might actually be able to kind of hang on to it down on the outside. At least this lap he is.
All under a blanket up front right now. These top 5, top 6 are all in the same category. Here comes Lane Allen to join the party as well in 7th.
Yeah, and Lane Allen forward, and then they've got a second, almost a second lead over James Torrey running in 9th right now. So that top 8 right now, they have really kind of pulled away from the field here, or top 7 at least.
That's Lark and Murphy side by side, 9th and 10th. Looks like Murphy's going to grab that. Alex Murphy working his way towards the front. Right behind him was Jamie Knopf in that 48 we were watching.
Yep. I can slowly see Jamie kind of working his way up. I mean, he knows he's got a little extra tire, and we know he knows how to save. And he like I say, him and Daniel, they were always kind of there at the end. Good drivers, good strategy. Usually plays out for them. Unfortunately, in the past we've seen the cautions don't fall for him, but I think he's trying to hopefully have the cautions fall in his favor tonight.
We know he knows.
Aaron made a comment too about the Commentator Cup. Listen, I have no chance of beating Richie in the Commentator Cup. I'm going to tell you right now. It ain't gonna happen. It just, I like to rib him. I did kick his butt this Saturday night.
Where'd you finish in the truck race? Oh, that's right.
I was in the broadcast booth in the truck race.
So
does that mean we get a bye week? I don't have any money, but sure, I'll buy that week.
I wonder if Alan can ask Brian if we're going to have chicken in his hauler down in his camper after the race. This is a long one.
Me. I appreciate that, Mark.
What, in the Commentator Cup?
I don't know, but we'll. Oh no, he's picking Torrey, not Tony. I can't even read.
Ooh, James Torrey, pole sitter.
James is looking good tonight.
He's hanging in there. He really is.
He definitely. You can tell the tracks that James likes because he is. He definitely shows up for him, and tonight is no exception.
Right on board with Torrey here, fighting with William Lark and Lane Allen in front of him. Jamie Knopf behind him.
Jamie's looking like he's trying to get down on that inside there. He's trying to make that pass on James right now. Looks like he might get it.
James holding tough on the outside there, that Lone Star machine, number 6. It's so hard to complete that pass on the bottom here. Guys on the outside have such a great run off the corner that's so hard to beat that momentum they get off the corner.
It's just, when you're on the outside, though, it's just that wall comes in really close, especially at that dry oval. Again, it's one of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of this place. But, again, I know a lot of guys like it, and I am definitely in the. We are definitely watching it right now. This has been a, compared to what we saw Wednesday, this has been a refreshing change, and everybody's looking really good out there right now.
Ooh. Is that a big block that was thrown there?
I don't know from who. I'm still watching the Torrey Jamie Knopf. Jamie got a little tight up the track. He's in the apron a little bit. Whoa. Get a little bump from the 35 there, Alex Murphy. But, wow, they were able to kind of make it through there. Wow.
I don't know if that was that Fetter place that threw a block down the front stretch, or if he got loose, I can't really tell.
I have to go back and watch that.
Luna looking to the inside, though. Here we go. Battle for the lead. EJ Luna, they've ridden, I guess, in line for about 10 laps, and now they're going to go at it now at the front.
Yeah, but Jacob's got that outside line running strong for him now. And we were talking about tire a little earlier, too. We don't see really major fell off till about lap 30, 35. So we still got about 10, 15 more laps before we might start seeing, some movers and shakers and droppers and takers, I guess.
They've shown a lot of patience, though, I think, at this point. They realize that they've got limited tires at this point. After this halfway stage break, they want to ride and try to make sure they keep it clean and green, so they don't have to get in that situation where they may not have tires and others do.
Well, the top 10 knows very well that they don't have the tire.
Battle for the lead once again. Here comes EJ Luna back to the inside if Jacob Quill's going to try it again.
I should say the top 9 know that they don't have a set. But number 10th right now, Jamie Kanam, or actually Jamie's in the 9th right now. He's got an extra set, and he's slowly kind of gaining on these guys right now.
Quill almost in the wall off 2 once again. Smoke flying. Into 3 and 4, still side by side. Quill and Luna. Luna on the inside, Quill on the outside.
Man, that outside run get a great lane though. Another lap for Quill here. We are going to eventually start seeing some of these guys with their tire fall off. Starting to happen. They're starting to slowly spread apart. But I must say, the respect out there for the top 10, and I mean a lot of guys, actually I shouldn't even say the top 10. Everybody tonight, there's been a lot of respect and a lot of good racing through everybody tonight. So hats off to y'all.
I also want everybody to take note of how close these guys are running together and not being disturbed too much by the dirty air like we see the real guys do. Unfortunately, there is an update coming to this car. So that may change.
We don't know how it's going to go. Yeah, we think the update's going to be wonderful, but it might not be. But, you know, I'm keeping my fingers and toes crossed, and we'll see what we get.
So better place either got loose off the corner. I thought he was letting Richie Coy go. Richie to the outside. He might have just gotten loose. He's going to lose that position. Coy takes over P3.
Yeah, there's a fight for third right now. So, well, there was, but Richie's kind of got that again. And usually too, we always see Richie kind of, you know, he's a little aggressive on the first stage. And then towards the end of the race, though, he kind of seems where his car is, and you know, it almost seems like to me that he's kind of relaxed a little bit, maybe kind of letting that tire saving strategy kind of come into play here, because yeah, he's starting to walk up on our top 2 right now a little bit.
He just started to look to the outside of the 18. Decides better of it. He's going to ride behind him again through 1 and 2. Right on the bumper as he pulls to the inside down the backstretch. Looks like 18 got a little loose. He's not got enough to make it happen. He's going to pull back in line.
They brought Richie right to him. So, and like I say, Richie looks like he's got a little bit more pace on the 2 of them right now. So we're going to see how this plays out. I'm curious to know, too, if we do stay green, when are these guys coming in for pits? I mean, they can split it at an even, you know, at lap 150, which would be kind of midway for their track time. But, yeah, we'll see what these guys end up doing.
They can't go much farther than that anyway. 55 to 60 is the window, so maybe 65. I'm not really sure 100%. But they're not going to be able to go much past halfway anyway, so we'll see them pit somewhere between lap 50 and 70, I would say.
And I think trends usually say that, you know, some guys like to pit a little early to kind of get a jump on the field. But I think pitting later is really the strategy, the way to go.
Here comes EJ Luna again. He's going to try this again on the inside down the backstretch. Got a pretty good run into 3. Let's see if he can hang on to it here. Up the track just a little bit. Quill on the outside. Quill in the wall a little bit off the corner. EJ Luna's going to take that run.
Yeah, EJ's got it. Here comes Richie Coy. It looks like he's trying to get that top spot right now.
Yeah, so Coy to the inside of the 18. And let's see if he can clear him off turn 2 as well. Looks like he does.
Almost a bit of a slide job there for the 19, but yeah, he made it work. I'm going to have to go, you know, it's so exciting up front. I'm going to have to kind of go see if there's any other cars on the track. So I got to go back and kind of look.
Fight for the lead, though. 19 of Coy looking to the inside of EJ Luna. Coy's also all of a sudden come alive. He kind of misses the bottom through 1 and 2, though. Up the track a little bit. That slows him down, but he's going to get the position on Luna. And here comes the 18 of Quill inside of Luna as well.
Yeah, Richie had a great exit off of 2 there. He was able to kind of make that. I could see him kind of taking over that lane. I mean, he's definitely got that top spot by a decent margin right now. So he's got the space.
He'll try to make that pass, and he got tight. Now he's getting passed by the 34 Brennan Fetterplace to the inside.
They got Nick Elford kind of just lurking in the background, and we've seen Nick kind of come alive towards the end of this run now. We are at lap 133, so the tires are going to start causing some havoc for some of these guys. The one guy that I'm looking at, and he just got by Lane Allen in 8th place right now, kind of working on J.C. Evans is Jamie Knopf. So here comes Jamie. He has been motoring. I know Jamie really kind of maybe want to see another caution or two. He wants to have advantage of those tires.
This battle continues to 18 looks to the outside of EJ Luna. Nothing there. EJ's going to pull low and hang on to that spot.
Like I said, I had to kind of go back through the field, kind of just see where everybody's at. We've got a lot of guys kind of strung out there. There's a lot of gaps, but everybody's kind of just single file for the most part. Not really saying one way or another about anybody. They're just all kind of strung out. We got a lot of guys all over the track right now. All the way up to 20. We got 21 guys still on the lead lap. Jonathan Varnoskis sitting in 21st right now. He's the last guy in the lead lap. He's crossing the line right now.
The 18 of Luna or 18 of Quill to retake second spot into turn 3. EJ Luna slots back in line once again there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the 81 and the 18, they've been duking it out all night tonight. So it's been crazy. We got a yellow.
Caution. James Torrey. Man.
There was an apology to Wayne there, so I assume Wayne got kind of involved in that as well. Ooh, James just got a...
All right, we're going to look at our best one tire and auto care instant replay. See what happened to James here coming off turn 4. Oh, James into the wall or almost in the wall and comes down and collects the Wayne Grossi machine. Oh.
He got a little bitty loose there, and again, Wayne kind of helped him keep it straight for a little bit, but fortunately, yeah, neither one of them I'm sure wanted to see.
Oh, he got loose off the corner and comes down into Wayne. Yeah, absolutely.
Both of them veteran drivers here within FTSR, and yeah, James was having a great night tonight. Wayne, unfortunately, not having the luck that he needs tonight. And unfortunately, he was the one car a lap down, and he will not even get the lucky dog. I believe the lucky dog will go to Jeff Chandler this lap.
Which Jeff, is he still 4 down?
He is 3 down now, so he did get 1 lap back, so he should be down to 2. So Jeff's still kind of hanging in there. I mean, our early on leader started 3rd, so he's still out there. He's still giving it hell. He wants to get back on there.
So here comes everybody down pit road to take the set of tires, and they cannot, I don't think they can make it from here, can they?
I would say it's going to be very, very tight for some of these guys.
62 laps. Oh. Yeah, if we go green from here, it's going to be tight. But again, do we have another set of tires too? I mean, that's the tire game and the fuel game all in play here.
Well, I think everybody right now probably has 2 sets with the exception of Jamie Knopf. He probably still has 3. So Jamie definitely wants to see maybe another couple cautions so he can kind of capitalize on that tire.
Richie Coy maintains the lead coming off pit road. Jacob Quill 2nd. Brandon Fetter placed 3rd. EJ Luna 4th. Nick Alford 5th. Nice little run there. 38 laps. A lot of tire saving, and guys started racing, and then the caution come out. So I don't know. I mean, they burned through another set right there.
Well, I can tell you with some of the car handling, and we know about 30, 35, it was probably a good caution for some of these guys, but yeah, they might still have to burn up that last set to finish this.
Aaron says he hopes he has chicken.
Yeah, Mark, it looks like James did get loose for sure there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. All right, well, they're going to come by here and line up once again. We'll get another restart. Coy, Quill, Fetter Place, Luna, Alford, all kind of staking their claim to the front of this pack here. Still a ways to go, though. We still have plenty of laps to go.
And you got to worry about, some of these guys, you got to think about driver fatigue. And, I know we were talking about it in the booth, maybe having a pee bucket or having extra drinks. For me, I rolled a couple of extra cigarettes just in case. But, being the long endurance race like it is tonight, I know there's going to be a lot of tired guys at the end of this race.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? I dozed off.
Yeah, sorry.
Now we're going to get a restart here with, 60 laps to go? 61 to go?
Will they have enough gas?
I don't know.
Or are they going to need a pit?
It's going to be
I have
close.
a feeling.
But
The
I'm
pace-
not sure that some of these guys are even going to be thinking that yet anyway. They're going to expect another caution. But, boy, if it goes green and we end up with no caution, somebody back there that saves fuel could end up really cashing in here tonight.
I think they're at that window, and I think some of these guys up front, they've been running such a heavy clip that they weren't really saving too much gas. So pace car's off.
See what happens here. Pace car's off. They're going to come down the restart zone again. Richie Coy leading Jacob Quill down. Coy the leader, waiting for the restart. Green flag, and they roll into that really easy there.
Yeah, all three, top three right now. I mean, really, the whole field got a really good jump off of that. So nobody really kind of escaped. Although Richie did keep that point, and kind of kept a single wide. But Brandon Fenderplace, so taking a look under the 18 right now, trying to get that second spot.
Fight into turn 3. Quill on the outside, Fenderplace on the inside. Quill's going to prevail on the top. He's going to come after our leader, Coy, here to the outside as they head into turn 1.
Well, this is the time of the race, though, too. I wonder that, you guys are looking at your fuel mileage. You're thinking, man, I am right on the bubble. And if this does stay green, I mean, I know if you're watching the gas gauge, you got to be thinking, I got to do what I got to do just to stay green. So if you're going to save some stuff, this is the time to save it. I mean, granted, you always want to save the tire, but saving a little fuel is going to help you save a little tire as well. So maybe let that 18 kind of run out there.
Everybody's stacked
and he
up.
has.
Yeah, everybody's stacked up behind the 19 right now of Coy. Brandon Fenderplace, Luna looking to the outside of Brandon Fenderplace. Nothing doing there.
Again, yeah, this would be the time of the race where, I would definitely be just save them. Save. See what you can do. Let that 18 kind of get a good lead out there. Just let him burn it up.
Just draft off him. But the thing is, if Coy continues to back this lineup, Fenderplace and Luna and some of those other guys are going to get impatient. They're going to want to make a pass. It's really easy.
That might not be a bad strategy, though. I mean, if the 18's already going to burn up his gas, what's to say that some of these other guys are going to end up doing the same?
Yeah, but then you worry about track position. Here comes, is that EJ Luna on the inside of Brandon Fenderplace for third.
Yeah, and EJ's been, he's been kind of up there, but kind of quiet at the same time. He doesn't seem like he's overly aggressive on these early laps. He does kind of save his car a little bit, and then we see him kind of, get a little fire under his foot and start moving through this field a little bit. So let's see what he ends up doing. Although Quill, I mean, he's had the car of the night right now. I believe he's led the most laps out of anybody, and obviously got a strong driver tonight.
Still side by side for third. Neither one of these guys want to give up that position. That's what I was going to say too. Is you could let guys go, but track position is kind of key here too. You don't want to have to go back by these guys if you can help it. And so that's why they try to hang on to these positions and save tires at the same time.
That is very hard to do. It's easier said than done.
Well, that's why I said try.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you did say try. Except the field did catch up to Jacob there, so but they're still single file. It looks like the Fenderplace and EJ Luna. Fenderplace kind of gave it up to EJ there. Looks like JC Evans kind of getting the outside of the 24 right now.
Looking back here, Brandon, Jamie Knopf moving up the pack. William Lark to the outside. Besides JC, he's beside JC Evans.
This would be the time of the race. I mean, we've got one more quarter to go. We're almost 3 quarters into this right now. There still is a lot of racing to go.
It's all about being clutch in that fourth quarter.
That's right. But kind of looking behind, everybody kind of single file. It looks like it looks like a big parade. It's like a Memorial Day parade, so to say, right now. So, everybody's just kind of just kind of chilling right now, which is really the way you want to go. And I go back to, are you looking at your gas? How much gas you got left in that tank? Are you going to make it? Do you want to make sure that you got enough to make it?
That's a nice little procession down the backstretch. Now, Jamie Knopf looking to the inside of Nick Alford. Nick decides, okay, I got to go. So he goes to the outside of Brandon Fetterplace for fourth.
Yeah, he did not want to be on the inside, so he made himself the inside of another car. Well, there's an adage in golf. You know, they say when you're putting, you always want to make your you always want to make your putt at least reach the hole. You might not get it into the hole, but you at least want to make your putt long enough where it'll reach the hole. And you know, the same can be said with this gas. You know, you want to make sure you got enough gas to at least make it to the end. Yeah, got a little tight there, Jamie. Wow.
Yeah, Jamie
Knopf tapped the wall.
He saw that outside move, said, let me try it. So he hops up there, and now he's outside of Brandon Fetterplace, now the outside of Nick Alford.
Yeah, he's fighting for fourth right now.
And you know Fetterplace is sitting there riding, trying to take care of his stuff. He said, you guys go on ahead. Run your stuff up.
There's a lot of guys out there I can see that are riding right now. William Lark, he's always kind of been, you know, just kind of lurking in the shadows back there. He's out there kind of riding right now. You know, I even think Richie's sitting in second place. He's kind of sitting out there. He's got good pace right now, but you can kind of tell he's kind of chill. He's just kind of let save him.
You know who's not riding? It's 48. Jamie Knopf fighting for third to the outside of EJ Luna.
Jamie's the one that knows that he's got that extra set of tires.
Well, that's true too.
He's got kind of that ace in the hole. So you know, he figures he's got nothing to lose right now.
Well, he better figure out how to pass, because if he's the only one without a set of tires, he's got a lot of cars to pass if he takes them.
Very true, very true. But you know, we've got what, 21 guys on the lead lap right now. Wayne Grousey would be the next guy for the lucky dog if it shall fall.
Battle for third, Nick Alford, EJ Luna. EJ starting to fall back a little bit. I'm sure saving some of those tires, but some of these guys not saving are trying to go by him. You see Nick Alford up the track just a little bit, pulls it back to the bottom, and still side. Oh, we got a wreck behind him.
Oh, there's a yellow we've been talking about.
Mason Hoffner around, and caution is out.
Now the question is, who's pitting?
Well, you figure that out. We're going to look at our best one tire and auto care instant replay. Coming off turn 4. Oh, the car under him touches the apron and up into the 30. Who is that?
30 is Mason Hoffner.
Up into the 30.
Was it Wayne? No. No, Wayne stayed clean, so Wayne gets the lucky dog for sure.
I think it was Alex Murphy. Let's look at that one more time. Focusing on Alex Murphy here. Up into the 30. Yep.
Yeah, he dipped below the apron there. Dipped below the line.
It wasn't Murphy.
No, it was the 20? Yeah, Martin Pinnell. That's who it was.
When it was blue. Yep, that's who it was. All right, let's ride on board with Martin here one more time.
Yeah, he got just touch that blue line, got on the apron a little bit, and kind of threw the car up. 30 happened just to be there.
Mason was holding him tight there. Let's back up there, the whole corner here. He was holding him tight on the bottom there.
I'll tell you, the 30 really, he tried his best to kind of keep that thing straight.
He did.
Unfortunately, that pendulum effect of this car, I should say, did not help him at all in that situation. Didn't look like he got too much damage out of it, though.
No, he didn't get hit too hard. Didn't hit the wall. I don't think he hit the wall at all. He got hit a couple times in the rear, though. But
yeah, the 46 kind of got to the back of him. But yeah, visually he doesn't look like he's got a whole lot of damage. The 28 kind of gave him a little tap as well, but not horrible.
All right. So while we did all that, what do we have for pit stops?
Well, I went back to go look at the wreck, so I'm gonna have to check to see who actually did pit here. Let's see. Who do we got? We actually have a few takers right now. Wayne Grassi's in. Jonathan Varnuskis is in. Alex Murphy is in. TJ Bartell went in. James Torrey's in.
Would be mostly
there was the lap
cars. Jamie Knopf is back here. I guess he decided to pit.
Yeah, I might have been off a lap there for the pit stops, but
just looking at some of the guys who were running in front, looks like he's the only one that I recognize that's dropped out of the top 5 or so.
Yes, Jamie did go in. Got tires. Kevin Ruff went in for tires. Robert Malikian's in for tires. Brian Dixon is in for tires.
And we're sure they all took tires?
Yep, I was watching them as I was saying it. So yeah,
we'll see the
Kyle Milliken was in for tires.
48's going to try to take those new tires and make something of it here on this run.
Well, I'd imagine too the guys that did not come in, not only have they saved the set, but they should have saved enough gas to make it the rest of the way. And they probably got that ace in the hole of that extra set, just in case if they need it.
We're going to get ready for a restart. Pace car is off. They're going to bring them down to the restart zone. Jacob Quill leading. Richie Coy on the outside. Alfred Luna, Fetter Place your lineup, and green flag is out.
All right. Back up. We got some old tires. The car that I'm going to be watching is going to be that 48. We'll see how he's going to get through slicing the dice through his field. He restarted 13th, so he's got a little ways to work here. But man, Jacob Quill got an amazing start. I mean, he's got a good 4/10 over second place Richie Coy. And Richie Coy's kind of under fire with Nick Alford right now on the inside. And they are stacked and racked. That top 10, everybody's too wide, it looks like.
Still doing those pace laps under green. Down to the start zone. Richie Coy, Nick Alford still side by side. Second row is going to be EJ Luna, Brandon Fetter Place side by side. Looks like Coy's going to prevail on the outside, bring EJ Luna with him.
Yeah, they're going to have to go because they got fresh tires.
Alfred up the track into the side of EJ Luna. They hang on to it.
Wow.
And Luna will take that position as they head off into turn 1. Well, Willie.
Good chatter. Yeah, good chatter and banter between the two of them. They both apologized to each other, and yeah, it didn't seem like it was anybody's fault there. Some hard racing with these guys. Jamie Knopf just flying through the field right now. On the bumper of William Lark, he's getting underneath Alexander Hodge right now.
He passes Hodge, just 7th spot for the 48.
And Jamie's got the tire, and he's got the fuel, for sure.
Boy, look at the gap. He got first place way out there. Second place on an island of his own. And then EJ Quill leading this pack of cars behind him. And here comes Jamie Knopf. Man.
And he is just, yeah, he is. Well, he's got some fresh tires, and yeah, he's definitely showing what fresh tires are doing right now. Being calmly aggressive, getting through this field as well too. Again, restarted 13th, sitting in 4th right now, getting ready to pass to EJ Luna for 3rd.
Patiently aggressive. Here comes the 48 on the outside for 3rd spot. Now
Jamie basically, we were talking, he wanted that caution. He does not want a caution now. He just wants this thing to stay green. And he'll be in the catbird seat for sure.
I mean, even if the caution does come out, if he's got an extra set of tires, he just used them. He's got the same amount of tires now that the leaders do. So this is all track position. And he pits for, I mean, of course, he didn't want a caution here because he's offset on tires and got an advantage. But even if the caution comes out, this is really a big advantage for him because now he can pit with the leaders and he's got some more track position now.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, he's on advantage strategy right now, but yeah, if there was another caution drop, he will be back on equal strategy with everybody else. So either way, he's looking pretty good, and we know he's got the speed, and we know he's got what it takes to stay up there. I'm sure his teammates, if they're out there watching, or maybe even later on in the broadcast, are going to be pretty happy to see how his race is playing out tonight. But yeah, he's been making it work, and he is getting ready to make that pass for the lead here, and probably within the next lap.
Yep, as he closes in on the 18 at Quill. Just a matter
of
time.
Easy. There he goes, taking a look on the inside. And they know he's got quick tires, so they're not going to put up a fight.
Did you?
We got Jamie, new leader.
Jamie Coy to the front. Did you happen to catch who got the lucky dog that last time by?
Jamie Coy. Wayne Grossi actually did to get the lucky dog that time around. So
nice.
Now Jeff Chandler is still 2 laps down. So he will be our next recipient. Unless Jamie starts lapping cars, and the pace he's got right now, that could very well be possible.
That may be the case. So they come down here. Lap 166 on the board of 200. Everybody has fuel to make it to the end. Do they have the patience, the tires, the cleanliness, the handling to make it to the end? That is the question at this point.
Yeah. Well, and I would say, I wouldn't say for sure that everybody's got enough gas, but I would think with the guys that did not pit, that did stay out, that they probably realized that, with that caution, they probably have enough to save in the tank. So some of them might be kind of close, but I think everybody's probably safe to say that they probably do have enough gas. We know for sure Jamie's got the gas in the tire right now. He just needs this to stay green, and he could finally punch that ticket in victory lane that we've been talking about all year, basically.
Coy's starting to close in on Jacob Quill for second. That margin has closed, so Coy's starting to put pressure on the 18.
Yeah, it's basically going to be a race for second, third, and beyond right now, because Jamie's going to pretty much check out. Some of the other guys, though, too, that somebody that's kind of worked his way through the field. We got Kyle Milliken running 9th right now. He did take tires as well. And I'm kind of looking back to see, I know Robert Malikian took tires. So there are a few other guys back there that could be a little bit of a spoiler. Kevin Ruff as well. He's kind of got some fresh tires. They're just dealing with some traffic right now. They obviously got the tire for it, but they just have to kind of get through the traffic. But I wouldn't be surprised to see, 42 of Kyle Milliken, 16 of Robert Malikian, and the 99 of Kevin Ruff kind of bumping their way. Maybe not even in the top 3, but at least the top 5.
Here goes Milliken around the 24 of William Lark to take that position. He closing right on the back bumper of Brandon Fetterplace, who looked to the inside as he headed into turn 1. So he's definitely working his way towards the front.
Yeah, he's definitely kind of working his way up there for sure. So, a lot of this strategy is kind of playing off for some of these guys. Now I don't know if Kyle or even Robert used up their last set, but they did pit and they did take tires, and even Kevin Ruff did he's still kind of hanging out back there. So they are on freshies. So I know they want this to stay green regardless of the tires.
We got guys racing hard up front here.
Jamie Knopf still out second lead right now, and honestly, Jamie's probably just clear sailing. He's just on a Sunday drive on a Monday.
I thought Coy was looking to the inside of the Quill, but he thinks better of it and doesn't have to run down the backstretch, but he's definitely starting to put pressure on him. Nick Alford looking to the top side of E.J. Luna off of turn 4. He's going to get there.
Yeah, well, the sad thing is, if it stays green, it's going to be the longest run on tires for these guys. They're going to have to make it over 60 laps. So some of these guys, they definitely want to.
3 wide.
They're still out there saving, yeah. Kyle Milliken kind of flashing a little bit, but yeah, he made another pass there.
He gets around both E.J. Luna and Kevin Ruff in one move. He's going to take over 5th spot. Looking at 4th right there in front of him is Nick Alford.
Well, yeah, Kyle and Kevin right now being on equal tires, they got a little race going for them, and the way the pace they are, we might see them in 2nd or 3rd in due time.
Be a good way to start off the B season. Again, this is the first race of 14 for the 2025 B season, and also good points for the playoffs coming up as well for Kyle.
Yeah, this is our, if I'm not mistaken, this is our longest of the 3 seasons. Well, with the 14.
It will be by one race. We had 13 in season
Right.
A, 14 in season B.
Yep. And then we have 13 again in season C, right?
10. 10
Oh,
race
only
playoff.
10. Oh, okay.
Our
Shows you
leader
how
out,
much I know.
Jamie Knopf out with a 1.5 second lead over second place Jacob Quill with those new tires. And Quill falling back into the clutches. Same with the 19 of Nick Alford, Kevin Ruff, and Kyle Milliken.
Yeah, they got a gaggle right now, and I know some of these guys on the fresh tires, they want to get through this, but do not bring out the caution. Do not spoil it for yourselves. You guys will get there. You just got to kind of have a little patience, work through this traffic.
You said Kevin's got those fresh tires too, right?
Yes, correct.
He is now in front of the 42 of Milliken.
They're side by side on my screen, unless I'm a little. No, I'm live, but yeah, they're.
He's side by side with the 19 of Coy.
Well, Kevin's. They're 3 wide. Coy in the middle right now. Kevin on the inside. Nick Alford on the outside. So Kevin's going to kind of take advantage of this.
So oh, Kevin touches the apron on the entry of 3, washes up the track. Pushes Nick Alford into the wall. Now there's contact once again, Kevin and Nick Alford. Some very tight, very close racing there. They sorted out.
Yeah, Kyle looking kind of on the inside now on Nick Alford. Side by side with Richie Coy right now. This is kind of this is going to be pretty much the action on the track right now. Some of these guys.
Ooh, the 18 gets loose. 18 in loose. He's loose right in front of Kevin Ruff. Kevin goes right around him. Was going to take P2. He tried to chase down the 48 of Jamie Knopf.
I don't know if Kevin's got enough. I mean, he's definitely got the speed in the tire right now. I don't know if he's got. He's going to have to really motor it to kind of catch Jamie right now.
Still on 1.5 seconds between first and second. Those new tires. Got Nick Alford flashing up top. Jacob Quill on the bottom. Kyle Milliken looking on side by side with Richie Coy. Here goes Kyle. He gets by.
Yeah, Kevin's got a half a second to Nick Alford right now. But he still has not yet to make any gain on Jamie Knopf right now. So Jamie's still holding strong out in front. 22 to go.
22 to go. Jamie Knopf leading, looking for his first win of the year in the Victory Fuel Cup Series. Kevin Ruff trying to go back-to-back after winning at Kansas. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be tough to run him down, but if Kevin can do it, he's got those tires. And you got Nick Alford behind him in third, trying to hang on with Jacob Quill and Richie Coy behind him. Now Kyle Milliken getting by Richie Coy.
Yeah, Kyle's pace kind of slowed down a little bit, so I don't know if he might have the car for it. But even though he's got the fresh tires, it looks like he's having a hard time trying to get around Nick Alford right now.
Here goes Robert Malikian under Richie Coy with those fresh tires as well. Those guys with fresh tires starting to eat up everybody up front as there are 21 laps to go here. Malikian, up the track a little bit.
Yeah, I know Robert had the new tires too, but he had a little slow move and go through the traffic. But now it's kind of slowly opened up for him a little bit, so he's going to try and work on his teammate here.
Oh, Malikian up the track again. Almost into the 19 of Coy. Coy sees it and avoids contact.
Yeah, Kyle's still having a hard time getting around the 18 right now. And even Nick Alford, they're passing up Wayne Grossi. So that is he is now your lucky dog recipient again.
There's your lead. Jamie Knopf leading the pack. Second place. Now 1.5 seconds back. Still 1.5 seconds back is Kevin Ruff. Nick Alford in third. Being challenged by Jacob Quill in fourth. And Kyle Milliken riding in P5.
Kevin slowly pulling out a little bit of a speed gap over Jamie right now. So Kevin's slowly kind of inching away on Jamie a little bit. Well, Kevin, I believe, had a little bit more of he had a hard time getting through traffic. We know Kyle Milliken and also Robert Malikian had a little harder time getting through traffic, which is going to kind of burn up them tires a little bit. But we got 18, 17 to go.
19 laps to go. Now 18 to go at the line. Watching this battle for third. Nick Alford trying to hang on. Jacob Quill to the inside.
Actually, going back up front, Jamie's starting to see a lot more lap traffic right now, so it's probably slowing him a little bit. Telling guys to stay high, and they're still in his way.
Yeah, Mason Hoffner running right in front of the leader there. Checked him up quite a bit.
Yeah, that brought Cap a little bit closer to him. Gained about 2 tenths on him throughout that.
Now Kevin's about to go through the same traffic. Hoffner again low.
Kevin was able to get through Mason a little bit quicker, so we'll see. He's got Barnauskas now to go through as well. He gave him some room. Kevin kind of kept that gap. He's at 1.3 right now, so he's slowly reeling in Jamie.
Well, this battle back here for third, fourth, fifth on back is hot and heavy, though. The 42 of Kyle Milliken on the outside of the 18 of Quill. Trying to follow Nick Alford around, who's currently P3.
Yeah, and Kyle's he's just like, just give me a lane, give me a...
Oh, contact! Oh. 18 with the 42 of Kyle Milliken around, and caution is out. And, man, is that going to shake things up.
Wow. Yeah, and the 98 kind of flashed out right in front of Kyle, and I don't know if that spooked Kyle or the 18. Him and the 18 were very close to each other, so... Fortunately, the 18 got into the 42 corner of him just a little bit and got him turned.
Look at our Best One Tire and Auto Care instant replay as you narrate it before I get to it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Maybe I just moved off the wall a little bit, and 18 was right there. Let's see if we can look at that again.
Like I say, Nick kind of flashed out like right before that happened. And again, I don't know if that kind of spooked Kyle a little bit.
Let's see if we can ride on board with the 18. So we got a lot of pit stops going on right now.
Yep, looks like Wayne Grassi does get, no, Jonathan Barnauskas will get the lucky dog this time around. And yeah, everybody's in for pits. Looks like everybody's got a set of tires to use.
Well, let's try that again with the right car.
Kyle says he did get the wall over the radio, so apparently he did get the wall a little bit.
Who's that?
Kyle did.
Well, certainly not the caution that some of these guys wanted to see, but I will tell you, Jamie Knopf maintains off pit road. Kevin Ruff P2, Nick Alford P3, Jacob Quill P4, Robert Maliki in P5.
Well, everybody's going to be on equal tire right now. This is going to be it's going to be a spicy 10 plus laps to go here when they get the green.
Indeed it is.
And yeah, I guarantee you Jamie, Kevin probably did not want to see this happening, but they're still in a pretty good position. They're just going to have to defend like your life depends on it.
So somebody commented mom in the chat.
Yeah, like I wouldn't recognize her name, you know, kind of funny. You know, we share the same genes, so I mean, does it make you? Is that surprising?
Same. What am I trying to say? Level of humor.
Probably, yeah. Finally, she probably. How'd you do in bingo, Mom? Glad to see you finally show up towards the end of the race.
Bingo. Well, who's going to hit the jackpot tonight here at Charlotte?
That's right. Well, they are in Vegas, so they're like 2 hours late, or later than normal from where I'm at. So, yeah, we'll see what they're, you know, that's understandable.
We're getting down to it. We just crossed the 11 o'clock Eastern hour. So they've been at it for 2+ hours so far. Wrapping this one up at Charlotte, we only have 13 laps to go.
I mean, I'm at a loss for words right now. I don't know who's got this. I mean, this could be really anybody. I mean, we got a strong top 10 field right now.
So
it could be anybody.
You're saying everybody took tires up front, right? Everybody's on equal tires now.
Yep.
Oh boy.
That is correct.
We know EJ Luna starting in 7th has a really quick car. Jacob Quill's fast on the early run. Richie looked good on the late run, but can he do anything on the short run? We'll see.
Got our season 8 champion Nick Alford up in 3rd right now as well. So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of fighters right now.
All right, well, pace car's off. They're down to the restart zone. We're going to get this underway. Jamie Knopf leading them down. Jacob Quill's or Kevin Ruff 2nd. Restarts out. We're green.
Jamie got a good run. He's just got to kind of get out there and just stay out there. Let these guys duke it out too wide behind him. I know that's what he likes to see right now.
They are 2 by 2 behind him.
The question is, are we going to stay green?
Ooh, we got a car in the wall on turn 2. He keeps going, though. We stay green into turn 3.
Kevin pulled out to 2nd, so they kind of kept going. Oh, Kevin kind of just tapped the wall there a little bit, slowed him up a little bit. He's not going to be under fire by the 18.
Quill on the outside. Nick Alford on the inside behind Kevin Ruff. That's for 3rd. Ooh, the 18 in the wall, just like at Kansas.
Yeah, I think I saw him do that even on entry too. So I thought he was going to clear Nick there, but yeah, that wall tap is definitely hurting him.
Quill up the wall. He's in the wall again off turn 4.
He's complaining. He's tight right now. He's tight.
Could be because of the damage from the wall.
It's definitely not. Nick is still yet to clear him though. He's still got a great run on the outside. Looks like he might still be able to hang on that 3rd.
Getting a push from Richie Coy behind him on the outside there. Still side by side for 3rd. Meanwhile, the 48 Jamie Knopf pulling out a nice little lead on Kevin Ruff, who's cleared this battle as well for 2nd.
Yeah, Jamie's he just wants to kind of hold that spot. He had it really well earlier when he had the fresh tires, and he just wants to keep it green right now. Stay out there.
Looks like the 18 finally clears. Jacob Quill clear on the outside, but not so fast. Here comes Nick Alford back to the inside, washes up the track a little bit. 18 touches the wall again, I believe. They are 3 wide behind him.
Yeah, Nick's getting a good run off that inside line, a little bit better than the outside right now.
Tight
but
through.
Man, they're gaggled. Yeah.
Alexander Hodge on the inside of Coy. Better place on the outside. Actually, no, that's EJ Luna on the outside.
Yeah. 3 wide. There is a battle right now for a 5th right now. It is crazy. And as I'm looking, though, too, Kevin Ruff is he's starting to kind of work on Jamie right now. I just don't know if Kevin's got enough time to get there.
7 laps to go. 7 to go here at Charlotte. Longest race coming to a close here. As Richie Coy and AJ Luna fight for it.
And I'll tell you that gaggle though, 3rd on, is just crazy right now. They are fighting for every spot.
Boy, they are. A little beating and banging going on as well. Between, looks like Brandon Fetter Place and this is EJ Luna.
Yeah, EJ and Richie Coy.
Richie Coy and EJ Luna side by side. Oh, there he goes around. EJ Luna around off the backstretch. Caution is out.
All right. As they say, this changes everything yet again.
Well, we're going to have another restart. Let's see what happened to one of the fastest cars tonight, EJ.
Man, they were tight, hard racing, and they weren't really giving each other much space there on the back straight.
Ooh, was that Coy you made contact with?
Yeah. Well, EJ kind of tapped the wall. He had a little scrape off the wall there, but and it kind of forced him down. Again, they were only given paper thin margins between the two of them. Yeah, looked like he got. Looked like Richie kind of hooked him a little bit there.
He did not hit the wall hard, but he did lock those tires down.
Yep.
So we're going to go over Richie here coming off the corner. Yeah, just right around.
I think when we get the green flag, we are going to be in 3 to go. Not necessarily green, white checker territory, but man.
Some of these guys on pit road in the back: Mason Hoffner, Varanoskis, Wayne Grassi. None of our leaders. All our leaders going to stay out here.
Yeah, Cameron Albertson was able to get the lucky dog there, so he's getting his lap back. James Torrey unfortunately had a packet loss, and he is out of the race. 3 laps down, our pole sitter. I mean, he had a hell of a run tonight, having a hell of a night tonight, and then connection issues apparently. Man, that's horrible.
Well, yeah, this is going to get hot and heavy here at the end. But if Jamie Knopf can get the restart he had last time again, there'll be no catching him. Although we did see Kevin Ruff starting to eat in on his margins, so maybe his car came in. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say it right now. I would hate to see these cautions fly, and another Team Tracy Motorsport driver get kind of caught up and lose this again because of some late race cautions. But again, that is racing. That's just kind of how the cookie crumbles, I guess. But man, it would be another heartbreak.
If I'm leading and the caution comes out, I'm going back there to chuck those 2 guys out that caused this caution.
That's right.
So Richie, EJ, I would stay away from the 48 if it doesn't go his way tonight.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, again, like I say, I would hate to see them lose it again because of these cautions. I mean, playing the strategy right. He's got a quick car. He's got to get it done for these next couple laps here. So
if I'm not mistaken, this will be a natural green-white checker. This will not be one of our 3 after the checkered green-white checker.
Yes, correct. Yes, so, I have not seen the green-white checkered flag come out yet. So yes, I believe we will be a natural green-white checkered. That
sucks for the 81, to be honest with you. He had a quick car all night, and to go out like that, it's. Yep, but that happens. Like you said, that's racing.
That is, and they were running pretty tight for a couple laps there. So it is unfortunate to see, but it's part of the deal here. Long night for everybody. 200 laps. It's getting brought down to the last 3, right?
Yep, you did all that work all night, and it comes down to this. 3 laps to go. Going to be 2 to go when they get the green flag. Natural green-white checkered. 3 laps of racing to settle it here for the Charlotte 300. Jamie Knopf leading Kevin Ruff, Nick Alford, Quill, and Fetter Place. Pace cars off. They're going to come down to the restart zone, have the restart of your life here. Green flag is out, and they go racing here, and Jamie Knopf does get a really good start.
Yeah, he was able to do exactly what he needed to do. Got out there, just kind of driving away. Kevin, I don't know if it takes a lap or 2 for Kevin to kind of reel his car in to kind of get some momentum going, but Jamie definitely did not want to see him get too close to him right away.
All right.
Although Kevin got a little push there from the 18, so it kind of pushed him up.
Alfred loose off the corner. He hangs on to it. They're coming to the white flag. One left to the big wreck behind them, but they take the white. We're going to stay green. We're going to finish this one out. I hope they clean that up before they get around. Down into 1 and 2. It's still the 48 of Jamie Knopf with Kevin Ruff in tow. Jacob Quill, Richie Coy, and Robert Maliki in your 5 as they head into turn 3.
Man, they had contact right at the time that they were crossing the line. So, yeah, no caution.
Through 3 and 4. Here he comes. The 48. Jamie Knopf's going to win here at Charlotte.
Wow. Well, we've been talking about him all year. And Tracy Motorsports, Jamie Knopf gets the win. Wow. Great race.
Kevin Ruff, Jacob Quill, Richie Coy, Robert Maliki in your top 5. J.C. Evans. Milliken comes back to 7th. 8th is William Lark. 9th, Chris Kermit Hen. And 10th is Lane Allen. And, man, what a crazy finish. We'll look at that wreck there at the end that took Brendan Fetterplace and Nick Alford out of the running here up front.
Man, yeah, some heartbreaks for some guys tonight, but man, I'm glad to see Jamie kind of get that monkey off his shoulder and gets that win. I know. All the crime is going to be kind of overlooked tonight, wherever Ben Tracy is tonight. He's going to be celebrating for his team, is his driver tonight.
Jamie Knopf burning it down tonight. Let's look at our results before we go back and watch that last wreck in that replay. Looking up at your results here tonight. Jamie Knopf gets it done in the number 48 Chevrolet. Cavenrough's going to come home P2 after that win last week, continuing his strong run. Jacob Quill comes home P3. Richie Coy in 4th. Robert Maliki in P5. And you have J.C. Evans, Kyle Milliken, William Lark, Kermit Henn, Lane Allen rounding out your top 10.
Then starting 11th or finishing 11th, EJ Luna unfortunately got caught up in that last wreck. Martin Pinnell had a decent rebound, 12th. Cameron Albertson 13th, got that lucky dog last time. Wayne Grossi 14th, Alex Murphy 15th. Brandon Fetterplace, bad result, though strong night, 16th. Nick Alford, same thing, strong night, bad finish for him, 17th. Alexander Hodge, first car lap down. Mason Hoffner, Jonathan Varnastis, 20th. Jeff Chandler, 21st, had a tough night. TJ Bartell, 22nd. James Torrey, Simon Magnan, Brian Dixon, Martin Garreau, Alan Duranco, Michael Call, Cameron King, William Owens, Brandon Elder, Colton Gum, Robert Fitzpatrick Jr., Corey Atkins, and Ryan Lark, finishing out your 20 or 35 car field tonight. Man, what a race, though. Wow.
That was crazy there at the end. A little craziness, and we kind of expected it. Anytime you get those late race green, white, checkered finishes, things tend to happen, but it happened right as across the white. Unlike NASCAR, we kept it green, kept it clean. Well, I don't know about clean, but we kept it green. And they raced it out to the checkered flag.
We kept it on screen. That rhymes with
there
clean
you go.
and green.
There you go. Let's see if we can look at a replay here of what happened coming to the line to the white flag.
Jamie out there doing his Polish victory lap, kind of drifting it, initial D style around the corner. I'm sure I can't wait to talk to him in the interview. I know it's been a while coming for him tonight.
Let's watch Brandon Fetterplace here. See, they were 2 wide through 3 and 4. Coming off the corner there. Oh, they end up 3 wide. Oh, who was that? Nick Alford got loose off the corner, and it put him 3 wide, and somebody didn't know they were 3 wide. Or let me rewind that.
He got a little bump there from the 18, it looks like.
Well, he got into turn 3 pretty hard. Washes up the track.
Yeah.
They make contact. Gets loose, saves it, but that puts Fetterplace 3 wide, and I don't think there just wasn't enough room for 3 cars there.
No, fortunately, no. But man, hard racing. It's just a shame, though. They all had a really good car tonight. We're in contention for even the lead. I think everybody even led laps tonight.
Man, that's a hard hit for Alfred and the 53 Alexander Hodge. Let's ride on board with Fetterplace. We'll do this one more, and then we'll take our quick break and come back and talk. Let's look at see what Fetterplace saw there coming out of turn 4. I mean, he probably knew too this was going to get a little messy. See Alfred up the track into the side of the 18. Oh, 3-1 with Coy, and oh man, they just ran out of room.
Yeah. Well, running out of room, running out of laps, and fortunately, that's just kind of how it goes towards the end of these races. But man, you hate to see it, but it's kind of inevitable, I think, at some point.
Well, it all happened behind Jamie Knopf, who gets his first win of the season, first win of the year, actually, tonight here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. When we come back, we'll talk to Jamie Knopf, Cavenroughf, Jacob Quill, and we'll debrief and look forward to next week at Nashville as well. We'll do that all behind this commercial break right here. We'll be right back after this.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are Best One.
The best tires.
The best customer service.
The best automotive service.
The best team.
And the best customers. You see, Best One isn't just our name, it's who we are. Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Back here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, wrapping up the Charlotte 200. 300 Charlotte 300. 200 laps of grueling action. Come down to a late race restart. Jamie Knopf comes home with the win. We're going to talk to our top three finishers. Throw it off to our post-race show here, sponsored by Victory Fuel. And let's see if we can talk to our third place finisher. See if we can find him. Jacob Quill in the number 18. Jacob, congratulations to your third place finish tonight, man. But it was not easy. We saw a lot of contact with the wall, and I'm surprised it kind of limped it home there.
Well, tight was the word I'd use. I don't know. Early on in the run, we were super loose, and I found a really good medium point with being tight, and just there at the end after I changed my car back to what it was at default. Because, I thought it'd just be looser, right? Because, it was really loose early on. So reset the car with like 10 to go and you'll be nice and dandy. But no, it made it even tighter. So I had no speed last 10 laps and I was beating myself up. I was like, gosh, dang it.
Yeah, you had a great run all night. I mean, you had a strong car for sure, especially on the short run. So short run versus long run. Were you built for the short run, or did some of the guys just figure something out for the long run?
We were built long run. It's just we happen to have a good short run car, but we were definitely built long run. I was saving a lot of my tire and going really slow half the time, just trying to, like, especially in 3 and 4, just the bumps were treacherous, and if you got on those when you were a little loose already, you might as well just kiss your car goodbye. But we were definitely built for long run. I feel like we had really good long run speed. I think actually better than most of these other cars. I mean, honestly, I think you could have saw it at the end of the stage where I really was hauling. I was much faster than them, but I was getting held up by slower cars, and it's just like couldn't get past them. So we had a good long run car. It's just it just helps. It was a little bit short run too.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs. The floor is yours.
Yeah. Thanks, Outlier Setups, once again for sponsoring me and being on the car and helping me out with setups. We just, we're trying real hard here to, bring fast steps to the track. And, we have been very successful at that so far. And I'm grateful for that. And thanks to Grayson Heem Racing, for bringing me along, and Cameron for being the chatterbox in the VC. So thanks to all of them.
All right, there's your third place finisher tonight. Jacob Quillen, the number 18, brings it home in third place. I believe you're standing by with our second place finisher coming up one spot short this week, Kevin Ruff.
Hey, Kevin. Yeah, I got you out here. Almost close to making a back-to-back here. Starting off season B strong. Looks like you had some really good pitch strategy. A lot of good speed. Not enough for number one though. But how was your race tonight?
It was a roller coaster, man. We were definitely we were riding the high at the very end, thinking that if it was about 15 to go, if that caution wouldn't have came out, I had a shot to get around Jamie. Jamie had took a real aggressive approach towards the end because we had extra sets of tires, so he had the aggressive approach. I sat back for 8 laps, and I said, I'm gonna let these tires warm up, and then I'm gonna give her, hell. And so, yeah, towards the end, it was great. I hate all the cautions came out tonight, and I'm even one of the reasons the caution came out. I was on that tire saving strategy, and everybody was coming around me at the beginning, and I don't know what happened. It was really weird. It was like two cars, one top, one bottom, came around me and just took the air off of me. And unfortunately, I think I got Mr. Gum some damage. I was able to lock the brakes up and have 45 seconds of damage. So I was able to get that fixed. And then late restart halfway through the race, I got into Robert Milliken because somebody up front did not go when they should have, and it just caused a train wreck. And accidentally got into Milliken, and I had another 25, 30 seconds of damage. So definitely had some lows, but man, right there towards the end, I thought we had a chance to go back to back. I thought we was gonna lock her up, but I'll take the second place. It was a good run. Congrats to Jamie. Jamie's a real good dude, and we'll just take the momentum and move on to Nashville next week.
Yeah, well, we did notice the tire strategies with you guys, and hopefully there's not going to be any rivalry with auto repair shops between you and Colton Gum. I mean, you guys are both sponsors of our series, so hopefully we don't have any problems with this.
Yeah,
going forward. But yeah, the two of you guys were just we knew the tire strategy was going to play out, and yeah, it worked out in your advantage. And yeah, you were starting to gain on Jamie there towards the end.
Yeah, for sure. Towards the end, Fitz Jr. he was out tonight. He's got a bricked podium DD1 wheelbase, so unfortunately for him, he was not able to run the night. He's got a VRS wheelbase coming in, but he was my crew chief. And towards the end, with about 12 to go, he said, "I don't know what you're doing, but you just gained 2/10 on Mr. Kampf." Right there at the end, and I was like, "Okay." So then I ran another 2 laps, and he was like, "You just gained 6/10 now." And I was like, "Okay, something's brewing. I know what I'm doing." And just unfortunately, the caution came out. Those cautions breed cautions, and it's just one of those. But I'm glad to take a second place.
Yeah, well, you guys were hitting lap traffic as well, so they may have kind of aided to some of that. I know Jamie was kind of fighting through some of that lap traffic a little bit, but
for sure,
hey,
for sure.
Hey, man, first and a second in your last 2 races, that's definitely nothing to be ashamed of. So congratulations again, and I'm gonna open the floor and do your sponsor plugs and thank who you got to thank.
Thank you to RFH Racing first off. Fitz, he didn't have to be on tonight, with his bricked wheelbase, and he jumped in and helped the team, man. That's what teamwork is. So appreciate them. Appreciate Fetter Place being on. Appreciate you guys. Brody, you're an awesome dude to work with when it comes to, the sponsorship stuff like that. You guys are great in the booth. Tony, you got a good voice in the booth, man. Like, appreciate what you guys do. You guys make this fun week in and week out, being able to watch the replays and stuff. Appreciate Best One Tire. Everybody in this league or who watches knows how much I love Best One Tire. They're a great company to work for. It's days like today for Memorial Day. They could be open if they wanted to, but instead they let us families stay home and appreciate the freedom we have and remember those that took the ultimate sacrifice for our great country. So appreciative to them. Think about, these people that have lost, these soldiers that have sacrificed today, for Memorial Day. Just remember we have freedom for a reason, thanks to those people. And that's it, man. I appreciate what you guys do. So thank you.
Well, I thank you, and man, if that's not a great advertisement for Best One Tire and Auto Care, I don't know what could be. So yeah, if you guys got one in your area, definitely go hit them up for some of your car repairs and whatnot. And yeah, equally, it's good to have you guys in the league. And again, congratulations again, and we'll see you next week in Nashville.
Thanks, guys.
All
Brody's, yeah, you're with Jamie, our winner, aren't you?
I was waiting for you to throw it to me. We are. We're going to step down here into the victory lane with Jamie Knopf getting his first win of the year. out of the way. Jamie, it maybe took a little bit longer to get there, but man, is it sweet tonight. That what you played the strategy perfect. You had the tires, you got out front, got the track position, got the restart you need, and you come home with the checkered flag in the longest race of the season. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I like running the long races. That way, if your strategy goes off or you have bad luck at the beginning, you can have time to recover.
Well, listen, you had the options tonight with the tires. You chose to stay out early and had to hang on. And I know you're hoping, oh, just don't run me over, just go by. And, I know that feeling for sure out front. And you had that extra step, man. But talk about the race. I mean, it was up and down for everybody, but you were up, you were down, you were pitting off strategy. You finally got the track position up front. Then those cautions come out at the end. Just talk me through the highs and lows of the emotions when this stuff happens on track.
Yeah, so I started sixth, and I think I gained a spot or two, and then the guy on the bottom was checking up, so then like 4 or 5 passed me. Then I was like 8th or 9th, and then around 10th there, and then I didn't want to fall that far back, and then so I gained a few spots back and rode, and then one of the cautions come out, and I was like, you can't make it to the end or almost close. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to stay out here. I figured 90% would stay out, and everybody pitted. I couldn't believe it. And then like 3 of us was up there. So then we were up there in the wave, falling back. And then I think we ran far enough. Then the caution come out, and then I can't remember the race so long. But then we were back on the same strategy. And then like right before the end of the stage, the caution came out again, and I was like, well, nobody's pitting this time for sure. And everybody pitted but me and one other guy. I was like, man, I was wrong on pit call every single time, but then it helped out at the end.
You were Mr. Contrarian tonight, you and a few other people, but it was always you and somebody for sure. And so, sometimes that works out, though, and it worked out tonight for sure. I'm going to throw it to Tony, though. I'm sure Tony's got some stuff to add.
Well, first of all, I'm going to congratulate you for finally getting that monkey off your back, and to finally, even though you didn't get the cautions that screwed you this week, you did get some cautions, but you're still able to carry that Team Tracy banner out in front, even by yourself solo. So I'm sure your teammates are going to be proud of you. But man, that was a hell of a run. I had you marked down when I saw you're doing the little different tire strategies, some of the other guys early on, and hell yeah, man, it paid off. So congratulations again. And how worried were you there towards the end? I mean, Kevin was pretty quick.
Yeah, when I restarted, I think it was 14th or 15th, and I knew I had to get back toward the front because if the caution come back out, I would need to pit with them, because we all had one more set left then. So I didn't want to just ride around and then the caution come out and then restart from 10th, and then everybody trying to go hard as they can. So I drove up there and tried to get up to the top 5 quick as I could. Then I went ahead and took the lead, and then was just riding and pacing my tires. And I think when I took the lead, he was still in 11th spot, and I was like, man, he still got to pass everybody. And then I ran a few laps and looked, and he was in second already. I said, man, I hope I didn't burn my stuff up too early. And then I was kind of trying to save and match his lap time. I could speed it up some, but then I'd fall off of one lap. I'd be off 2/10 and I could pick it back up. It was just hard to stay the same speed every lap. And then once we got that caution late at the end, and I was able to, keep the lead out of the pits. So it was like 12 lap shootout. And then I was running hard as I could. And then here he come again, trying to catch me. And then the caution come out, and I really didn't want the green, white checkered, but he said he thought that hurt him. So whatever it did to help me, that was what I was hoping for, because I've had a lot of bad luck this year. And now they seems like everything kind of went my way tonight.
Yeah, those restarts can be tricky for sure. And with that, get the lead on the start, getting to go when you need to, and the restart zone, you're able to jump out there, take the lead, hang on for a couple laps, and take home the checkered flag. So, man, again, congratulations on the win tonight. Got your playoff win finally. Got that win out of the way. And Tony said once you guys start getting on a hot streak, it's kind of hard to cool you off. So we'll see if you can continue this on to Nashville. So congratulations. I'm going to let you do your sponsor plugs, though. The floor is yours.
All right. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think this season some of the tracks are some of my favorites. So hopefully I can do a little better than I did the season A. But I like to thank you guys for the broadcast. and Full Throttle Sim Racing for the league, and Connie Sim Performance for the setup, and I think that's about it. My teammates Daniel and being they couldn't make it tonight, and hopefully they'll be back soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, man, again, congratulations. You were able to hang on there, get that win out of the way, and we'll see if you can go 2 for 2 next week as we head to Nashville.
All right, sounds great. Thank you.
All right, there's your winner tonight, the 48 Jamie Knopf, taking home the win here at Charlotte, the Charlotte 300. Boy, it was the longest race, Tony, but it was the shortest shootout that determined the win here tonight.
I'll tell you, if all the races felt as short as that long race was, it would be great. These guys put on a great show tonight. There was a lot of great action. It was great to see Tracy Motorsports kind of get it out there. And we long anticipate the return of the leader Ben. And I called it. And you're right. We're going to see this team in victory lane a little bit more. They got that monkey off their back finally, and they're going to be a force to reckon with. I'm gonna put that words down right now. So you wait and see.
Yeah, we'll see if he's able to carry the momentum from tonight over to Nashville next week. Of course, that race will be right here on Full Throttle Television. Monday night at 9 p.m. we head to Nashville for the Nashville 250 for the Full Throttle Sim Racing Victory Fuel Cup Series. Make sure to tune in for that as well. It's 188 laps. Should be a lot of fun there. That is a fun and very unique track. We'll see who can figure that one out and come home with the victory there. But we also have the Sim Racing Points Truck Series coming up on Wednesday night. They will be at Nashville as well, Wednesday at 9 p.m., 2 days from today. So make sure to tune in for that as well. Sim Racing Points Truck Series in action at Nashville. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Had a lot of fun, a lot of exciting racing. It comes down to a green-white checkered finish, and Jamie Knopf gets it done. I'd like to thank everybody at Full Throttle Television. Tony Solari sitting beside me, putting this one on, and we'll see you in 2 days in Nashville Super Speedway.